Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and back for Indiana Fever basketball. They're back home after defeating the Los Angeles Sparks on the road. And tonight they'll be taking on the 1-1 Washington Mystics with Sonia Citron, Kiki Irfin, Shakira Austin, and the rookie Lauren Betts. And tonight's stream is presented by PrizePicks. What's up, Fever fans? What's up, WNBA fans? I apologize for being 2 minutes late. Just finishing up things up with Rocha on that side of the stream, but I am here at live. What's up there, Deca, Goebel? I love country. What's up? I love country. Joe Brown, Dr. Manhattan. Hello, George. He says, I think CC will get 6 threes tonight. Will Caitlin Clark start knocking down her three? She was talking about that a little while ago because she's 3 for 16 from downtown, 3 for 16 on 3-pointers so far this season. And she says, obviously, I haven't shot the ball well as I'd like to the first two games, but my shot feels great. Caitlin Clark said, I feel like it's right there, but I haven't let that bother my mind for the first two games. So she feels like that shot's just right there. She just needs to see it go in. And next thing you know, she's going to be lighting it up from downtown, left and right. So Caitlin Clark is aware of that, and she feels like it's going to be a matter of time before that shot starts to fall. And you think it's going to be tonight. Well, it very well could against these Washington Mystics. Both teams 1-1. What's up, Philip Krebs? With the $10 dono, Philip Krebs with the sticker. And it's him in his chair just wheeling and dealing. Thank you so much, Philip. We'll put that sticker right there on the Fridge of Fury because we love stickers. Thank you, brother, for the sticker. I know you're excited. George says hello. Hello, George. Hello, Zoila from Texas. Zoe, what's up, Zoe? How you doing? Blink Zink says, what's up, Josh? I love listening to you guys. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much, Bill. Bill Zink, appreciate that, man. And we're going to have some fun here tonight. The stream, the game will be on Ion if you are wanting to watch this game along with me. If you have no access to Ion, well, don't worry. I got you. I got you. With a live play-by-play and score. Alex with a $2 donation. Been watching your channel for 3 years and I love it. Yeah, dude, can you believe it? It's already been 3. This is the third year going into the Indiana Fever, covering them on the seasons. And it's been a great ride, man. It's been a great journey. We've been meeting a whole bunch of great people, hanging out with a bunch of great people who have been showing us nothing but love and support covering these Fever games, whether it was Caitlin Clark's rookie year, it was last year with all the injuries and everything and the roller coaster ride that was. And now here in the year 3, it's going to be awesome, man. We're just getting started. We're only into game 3 of the season. So let's do it, Alex. Thank you. Stephen Inks, drop in that fever emote with the Caitlin Clark. Ready for some CC love here tonight. Dr. Manhattan says, I've been following you for about 3 years now due to the WNBA. Dude, man, it was absolutely wild just how much we grew so fast with the WNBA. It just goes to show that people are tuning in more to these games, to these teams. It's been awesome, dude, and I'm glad to be a part of it with you guys. Father Time, what's up, Father Time? Welcome into the stream as well, man. I'd be happy if they just expected her passes, and not the deflections off the hands and everything. And you got to be ready for Caitlin Clark's passes because some of those passes are just bullets. She likes to get in there and get in there quick. Oh, I like these hoodies that they're wearing. These warm-ups that they're wearing. Oh, they're going to be wearing those Rebel Edition jerseys tonight. And they got the warm-ups and those look. Oh, I want that. I want that. That looks so cool. That looks so cool. Hey, Edward, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Cat Waters as well. Just stop by to say what's up. What's that, Cat Waters? Thanks for saying hi. Gary Hatter, what's up, Gary? James, what's up? Always trucking for my people. DS family, let's go. James, cheers to you, brother. Jet says, I so badly want to see Raven play point guard and CC at the 2, but with Kelsey Mitchell just being so good, Raven has to come off the bench. And she didn't get a whole lot of minutes, Jets, against the Sparks. And it's going to be like that at times, you know? She's a rookie. And she is someone who can bring up the ball, and there will be moments where she will be doing that, right? And Caitlin Clark will be playing a little bit of off ball. But as Caitlin says, she will be the primary ball handler of this team. But she'll have her moments. Big Bear with a 5. Drive by, like, and donation. Don't hold back the energy for the ladies. See you later in the third act for San Antonio and Minnesota. Bring the fever. Big Bear, dude, thank you so much for that energy, bro. Cheers. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. QC says, "What's up, Josh? What up, QC? Didn't I just see you over there? Now over here? Let's go. Let's go, man. Hit one for me, brother. I know you out there blazing it up. Oh my goodness. What's up? Okay, Josh Edward, very busy. USA. Happy birthday and holidays. Edward, it's your birthday today? Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Jason Northcutt, what's up, dude? What's up, man? So tonight, the Fever taking on the Washington Mystics. Washington Mystics, they are 1-1 over the last 2 games. Let's take a look at them a little bit. In their first 2 games, they beat Toronto, an expansion team, 68-65, and then they lost to New York in overtime, 98-93. And there's some of the stats so far through the 2 games between the two. You see Indiana Fever averaging 15 more points more than Washington through the first 2 games. But look at the defensive points against. Wow. Washington only allowing 81 points per game. Indiana allowing 92 points per game. So Washington playing better defense so far, but Fever definitely got the better offense. And looking at the rebound, that's also a big difference. Washington Mystics averaging 43 rebounds per game so far, whereas Indiana's averaging 30. So one of the keys to the game tonight for the Indiana Fever is crash rebounds. Crash those boards. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, because Washington is number 2 overall in rebounds so far, and they're number 2 in offensive rebounds. And that's thanks to most part because of their bigs. You got Kiki Irfin, who's averaging 16 and 14 right now. And then you have Shakira Austin, who's averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds. In fact, right now, if you look at the screen, look at the player stats so far across the league. Looking at rebounders, Kiki and Shakira Austin are 2 of the top 5 rebounders already in the WNBA, with Kiki getting 14 and Shakira getting 10 and a half rebounds on average. So rebound is going to be very, very crucial tonight for the Indiana Fever. Very crucial. Looking at assists, well, the Indiana Fever got them beat there 23-19. The blocks, they have us 3-2. And then the steals, they get 8 steals per game. Indiana Fever getting 5. So Mystics have great rebounding. They have great defense so far. It's just their offense is not as good as Indiana's. And the thing is, we know that things are just getting started for Indiana. Aaliyah Boston hasn't been playing great. She's been getting into foul trouble. She clearly doesn't look 100% yet. And Caitlin Clark hasn't found her groove yet from downtown, shooting 3 for 16 from 3. And she says it's just a matter of time before those shots start to really fall. She feels like it's right there. And that's the thing about tonight's game. Fever, better offense. Mystics, better defense. Mystics, a better rebounding team. Indiana's got to lock in when it comes to the glass. So there's that little preview right there between the two teams. Alex with a $2 donation. I'm betting 6 3-pointers shot for Caitlin Clark tonight. You have 6 threes for Caitlin Clark. I'm going to predict 4 for CC. I'll predict 4. Father Time says, I like bets, but not tonight, says Father Time. She's still getting her groove. She's averaging like 3 and 3 right now. And she's behind Shakira Austin and Kiki. She'll be coming off the bench. Bobby Cox with a 5. I know they're not starting, but hopefully Betts and Dugalich will play more. A lot more than 10 or whatever minutes. Really? Play them more. And again, that's because of who's in front of them. You have Kiki and Shakira Austin. Kiki Irfin averaging 16 and 14. Austin averaging 17 and 10. They are killing it right now. They are two of the top 5 rebounders in the league right now. Lauren Betts is a rookie. She'll get hers as the season progresses, as her career progresses. There's no doubt about that because she is really, really good. Christopher says, I love Georgia. Amore, that's another player to look out for. She didn't play last year in her rookie season because she tore ACL. She's back now for this year. For those who are not aware, last year the Washington Mystics had what? The 3rd, 4th, and 6th pick. They took Sonia, they took Kiki, and then they took Amore. Well, she is playing in this game. So we'll take a look at her. Scott H. with the $2 hand. One hand sticker. Let's go, Scott. Thank you so much, man, for the sticker, brother. Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you again, Bobby. Thank you again, Alex. Over 300 people in the house. Hit that thumbs up on the live stream. We're going to go over game time predictions in just a second. Tonight's stream is presented by PrizePicks. Check out the PrizePicks app, or you can check it out on desktop. So either on app or desktop. And when you sign up, use that promo code HMA. And when you sign up, take advantage of the promotion, which is play 5, get $50 instantly in lineups. And here's tonight's 3-leg entry for tonight's game. We're taking Caitlin Clark for more than 14.5 points. Let's get it, CC. We'll take Shakira Austin for more than 9.5 points. And we're going to take Kelsey Mitchell for more than 17.5 points. Kelsey and Caitlin, let's get it. Shakira Austin, she's averaging right now 17 points per game. And, well, she should probably have some success here tonight against the Fever's front court. So that's our 3-leg entry. If you guys want to tail us, you still have some time there against the Mystics, between the Mystics and the Fever. Check out. You can also follow us on PrizePicks at the Sports Fury. Now, let's get into game time predictions for tonight's game. These are our predictions between myself and Rocha. We're taking the Fever to win tonight's game. Let us know who you guys have, but we're taking the Fever. My MVP is going to be Caitlin Clark. Rocha's MVP is going to be Caitlin Clark. My X Factor is going to be Mo Billings. Mo Billings, Aaliyah Boston, they got to lock in here tonight. I know Boston's been getting into foul trouble. She is coming back, and I think she's still dealing with that injury that she suffered during the offseason, and she's still getting her feet underneath her. But they're going up against Kiki. They're going up against Shakira Austin, and they're going up against Lauren Betts, who's coming off the bench. That's a lot of size, and they get a lot of rebounds. So I'll go with Mo Billings being the X Factor. For Rocha, he's going to go with Sophie Cunningham, who was brilliant against the Los Angeles Sparks. She was the X Factor in that game, no doubt. First score tonight, I'm taking Mitchell, Kelsey Mitchell. Rocha's going to take Kiki. My first 3, give me Aaliyah Boston. Rocha's going to be Kelsey Mitchell. The over-under is 169.5 total points. I'll take the over. Rocha will take the over of tonight's game. And that, folks, is our game time predictions. Let us know who you guys have for your winner tonight. Thank you guys again for hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel. We appreciate all the love and support. Now, let's go over the starter lineup for tonight's game. The starting lineup for the Indiana Fever. Your Indiana Fever. At guard, Kelsey Mitchell. At the other guard, Sophie Cunningham. At forward, number 25, Mo Billings. At the other big position, at number 7, AB, Aaliyah Boston. And at guard, number 22, Caitlin Clark. And they'll be wearing those jerseys you see on the screen right there. The Rebel Edition Indiana jerseys right there. Those red are incredible. That's your starting lineup for tonight's game. I'm taking the Fever. Roach is taking the Fever. And we're getting ready for tip-off here just in a moment. If you guys haven't found the game, it's on Amazon. No, it's not Amazon Prime. It's on Ion. It's on Ion. That's how I'll be watching tonight's game. It's on Ion. If you guys want to watch along with me, watch on Ion. If you don't have the game, well, I will be doing live play-by-play with live on the floor stats with a live scoreboard and everything, so that way you guys don't miss a thing. I got you for that. And we're going to center court, ready for tip-off. And here we go, getting ready for tip-off. Fever in their red jerseys, the Rebel Editions. Mystics in their what uniforms? The tip is off, and it's going to be Mystics basketball shooting on the left side of the court. 9:54, 53, 52. Let's get a sync up here. 51, 50, 49, 48. A pass goes inside of Kiki Irfin. Kiki goes up, and she'll draw a foul against Mo Billings. The first foul already on the floor will go against Billings. Let me fix the stats here on the screen for you guys. All right. There we go. Kiki Irfin, fouled by Billings, will go to the line for 2 shots. First free throw is up, and it's no good. It rattles out. The starting 5 for the Mystics is Kiki Irfin, Shakira Austin, Sonia Citron, who's averaging 22 points a game, McMahon, and Amore. That's your starting 5 for the Mystics. And 1 free throw is made for Kiki. Now here comes Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever shooting on the right side. Caitlin will bring it across the timeline. She's over to Aaliyah Boston around the top of the key. Handoff goes to Sophie Cunningham. Curls off the left side of the screen, bringing out Sonia Citron. Over to Mitchell for 3. Kelsey Mitchell knocks down their first bucket and the first 3 for the Fever. How about Kelsey Mitchell, folks? Knocking it down. Now here come the Mystics back to the way, shooting on the left side. Kiki gets fed inside, back it down. Mo Billings turns, fires, misses. Billings the rebound. And she'll give it up to Caitlin Clark, who we picked up by Citron. Billings the screen, and now here's Caitlin on the far side wing. And Mitchell wants it at the top of this circle. Bounce pass goes to the near side wing. Sophie Cunningham guarded by Kiki. Back to Caitlin. Shoots it from deep. That's going to be a miss. Mo Billings fighting for the rebound. And she'll put it up and she'll score. Mo Billings with Mo points. And the Fever take a 5-1 lead already. Alex with the 2 says, tell Roach I said hi and go Fever. Will do, Alex. Thank you, man. It's Mystics basketball. Here is Shakira Austin going inside to the paint against Mo Billings. She'll turn and she'll fire off the window on the right side. And that's their first field goal. Shakira Austin cuts the lead to 2. Caitlin inside Boston, and she'll score on Kiki with the turnaround shot off the window herself. Boston with 2 early points. That's a great sign, folks. That's a great sign. 7-3 lead for Indiana. Now here's Sonia Citron averaging 22 points a game, driving, kicking. Shakira extra pass, left corner, pull up 3, and that's going to go for McMahon. McMahon on the board. And now the Mystics take a, they cut the lead to 1. Oh my goodness. We got a $50 bomb in the chat from Wendell. Hi, Fury family. Go Fever. We love you, CC. We love you, Josh. Oh my goodness, Wendell. He says, CC breakout game where everyone shines. Coach White lets CC shine, and you will shine. The team shines, and us fans will glow. As we got a pull-up 3 from Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston knocks down a 3. She's got 5 points, and the Fever have a 10-6 lead. Wendell, aloha, brother. We thank you so much for that $50 bomb, bro. 7:24 left to go in the first quarter. A bad pass from Citron. Stolen up by Caitlin Clark. CC with the steal. Fever have the ball. Caitlin, Sophie for 3. Sophie Cunningham, the blonde bomber from downtown. And Caitlin with the assist. It's a 13-6 lead, bro. It's a 13-6 lead for Indiana. Sophie Cunningham knocking it down. Caitlin with the assist. Now it's Mystics basketball shooting on the left side. Shakira Austin dumps it down low for Kiki. And it's going to be a 3-second violation against Kiki in the paint. That's a violation turnover. Fever ball. Oh my goodness, Wendell. Thank you so much, man, for the $50 donation, Wendell. Brother, thank you again. Shout out to Wendell Alento. It's Fever basketball with 6:46 left to go. Caitlin Clark into the front court. Goes up top to Boston. Pump fake. Puts the ball on the floor into the paint against Kiki. Fadeaway shot. Baseline. No good. Mo Billings. She'll clean it up on aisle one with the rebound and a putback. Mo Billings with Mo points for the Fever. 15-6 lead for Indiana. Shakira Austin finds a cutter for Prosper, and she misses. And now we're going to get Kiki and Boston fighting for the ball, and that's going to be a jump ball. A jump ball. Woo! The score is 15-6 here. Let me get those timeouts updated here. Shakira Austin will head to the bench, so we're going to have Kiki, Citron, Amor, Betts, and Prosper on the floor. Ball's tipped up, and it's going to be won by the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark chasing down the loose ball, and she'll bring it up for Indiana, shooting on the right side. Caitlin driving the lane. She misses the layup. She thought she was fouled by Kiki, but no whistle. Prosper with the rebound, and she'll bring it up for Washington. Prosper, bounce pass, left elbow goes Kiki. She's guarded by Sophie. She'll back her down. She'll turn to her left, fire off the window, and Kiki will knock it down for two. She's got 3 points now. Fever lead at 15-8, and we're going to get a pass deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Mystics. So Fever will inbound here. Lexi Hall will check in for Sophie. Allie Wilson will check in for Amor, and Dantas will check in for Boston. So on the floor for Indiana, it's Lexi Hall, Dantas, Caitlin Clark, Mitchell, and Billings with 5:50 remaining in the first quarter. For the Mystics, it is Kiki, Citron, Betts, Prosper, and Wilson. Ball's inbounded, and we have a whistle. Mo Billings was working the inside paint, and she is going to be fouled by Washington with 5:47 left to go in the first quarter. The foul comes from the rookie, Lauren Betts, who just checked in. Yolanda, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'll try to get close to the mic. I'm pretty close right now. I mean, it's right up on my face. And there's going to be an inbounds and a turnover by Caitlin Clark. She turns it over on a bad pass meant for Dantas, and it's going to be Mystics basketball. Mystics will have Allie Wilson bring up the ball. She's out there with Prosper, Betts, Citron, and Kiki Irfin. Allie Wilson, number 4 on the Mystics, over to Sonia Citron, who has yet to score. She dribbles off her foot. The ball's loose. Chasing it down is Kiki and Sophie. And Lexi grabs it, and the pass to Dantas goes out of bounds. Oh, Lexi was diving for that loose ball, and she passed it to the sideline. Out of bounds, gives it right back to the Mystics. Thank you, Georgia. 5:22 left to go here in the first quarter, and here's Citron into the front court. Citron blowing by Lexi right to the rim for a layup. Citron with their first bucket of the game to cut the lead to 5. Up 5, here comes Caitlin Clark into the front court. CC brings out Kiki, turnaround mid-range shot, won't go. Billings with yet another offensive rebound, so here comes a reload for the Fever. Shot clock to 9, step back 3. Caitlin Clark, nothing but the bottom of the net. CC for 3. CC for 3. Here, I'll turn up my mic a little bit more. There we go. See if that works. 4:40 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 18-10, and here come the Mystics. Pull up 3, left corner. Allie Wilson for the Mystics with the corner 3 to cut the lead back to 5. The Fever have the ball with Billings, Mitchell, Clark, Dantas, and Lexi. Pull up 3. Caitlin, CC for 3. Another 3. Caitlin Clark has now 6 points, 2 for 3 from downtown. 21-13 lead for the Fever. Kiki turnaround mid-range shot. It goes out of bounds. That's a turnover. It's going to be Fever basketball after the commercial break. Official timeout. Official timeout. QC says she's so gangster. Caitlin Clark, prior to this game, she was talking about how her three-point shots weren't falling in. And she realized that. But she felt like that shot was right there. They just need to go in. Because before today's game, in the first 2 games, she was 3 for 16 from beyond the arc. Well, I think she's right. I think that shot has found itself because she's 2 for 3 from downtown here in the first quarter, now with 6 points and 3 assists. Fever lead at 21-13 with 4:12 remaining in the first quarter, and we got a commercial break. That fixed the quiet issue you're having with the microphone? All right, cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. Over 500 people here in the chat. Thank y'all for being here and hanging out with me. Thank you for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe. We're in a commercial break right now. Caitlin Clark, if you're just tuning in, she is 2 for 3 from downtown with 6 points, 3 assists. Mo Billings looking phenomenal out there. She's out there with 4 points and 4 rebounds. And what did I say? Prior to the game, I said one of the keys to the game were going to be rebounds because Washington is ranked number 2 in rebounds. They average about 13 more rebounds per game than Indiana does. So that was going to be crucial. And Mo Billings was my X factor going into today's game because for that reason. And what does she have? She's got 4 rebounds already. Second chance opportunities for the offense, as well as denying that for the other side. So let's go. Mo Billings. All right. Where is that? There we go. Let me get my stats more corrected here. We're at a commercial break, folks. The game is on Ion. If you're still looking for the game, it is on Ion. How does it keep doing that? The game is in Indiana, and the Fever are wearing their red Rebel Edition jerseys. I don't know if you had an opportunity to look at them, but they are incredible, and I got to get me a jersey of one of these Rebel Editions. They are awesome. I even like their warm-ups. I want to get me a pair of those. They're awesome. And the Mystics, they're wearing their traditional white uniforms here on the road. We're coming back from the official timeout commercial break. It's a 21-13 lead for Indiana. That's an 8-point game, folks. Caitlin Clark with 6 points so far in this game. I'm a master at stealing, Josh. I got you with some warm-ups. Let's go. See, there you go, Jets. That's all I asked. There you go. Ty Harris checking in for Mitchell. Michaela will check in for Mo Billings. Duga Leach will check in for Sonia Citron. And McMahon will check in for Kiki Irvin. So a lot of substitutions there. David Madison, thanks for the sub. And here comes Ty Harris bringing up the ball for the Fever, shooting on the right side of the court. And Harris is out there with Lexi Hull, Dantes, Clark, and Timpson. And here goes another 3, but this time from Dantes. She knocks down a splash. And the lead's up to 11 for Indiana, 24-13 with 3:51 to go. It's Mystics basketball with McMahon, Dugalich, Betts, Prosper, and Wilson. Pull up 3 from the right corner. That's missed by Prosper. Dantes, the defensive rebound. Right now, Indiana doing a good job with the rebound so far, 5-2. Dantes setting the screen for Caitlin. She'll step back. She'll shoot a 3. Oh, wait a minute. We have a whistle here with 3:31 to go. We're going to have a whistle from the referees. It's going to be a Prosper foul by the Mystics. Josh, they say Indy? Yeah, they say Indy. Across the chest? Dude, they're sick, man. Every WNBA team is doing a Rebel Edition jersey, and they all look pretty good. The Dallas ones look great, and these Fever ones look great. So on the inbound, we have Ty Harris off the screen, knocking down a 17-footer to put Indiana up 26-13. Now here comes the Mystics driving down the lane. It's going to be McMahon down the heart of the lane for an easy layup. Uncontested on that layup. Caitlin Clark brings up the ball. She's guarded by Prosper. Here on the top of the key, takes her off the dribble, gets a bump, step back jump shot, blocked by Prosper, and it's Mystics basketball shooting on the left side in their white uniforms. And here is Allie Wilson, guarded by Ty Harris, goes in, feeds inside, and that's going to be a miss there by the Mystics. Mystics with the miss. That was a Prosper miss layup, and Caitlin Clark is going to draw a foul, and she's laid on her back. She's making a snow angel on the floor. She's all smiles, though. She's okay getting up because she finally got a whistle as McMahon fouls her. Caitlin was not navigating off the screen from KK and took a bump from McMahon to the ground. 2:38 left to go here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark will have a seat, and Kelsey Mitchell will check in. Ball's inbounded, and here's the drive by Harris. Handoff goes to KK. No, she fakes the handoff. She passes to Kelsey Mitchell up top. Mitchell going to work on Prosper down the baseline. Layup. It won't fall. Rebound falls to Prosper, and the Mystics have the ball down by 11 with 2:21 remaining in the quarter. And a bad pass meant for Lauren Betts, stolen up by Dantas, and Mitchell will bring up the ball. She'll stop, she'll pop, she'll miss. Rebound falls to KK, and KK is stripped loose by Allie Wilson, and they're going to call a foul against KK. After Wilson got the steal, KK fouls her. Now Sophie will check in for Lexi Hall for the Fever, and then for the Mystics, Shakira Austin and Amore will check in for Allie Wilson and Cassandra Prosper. Citron will also check in for Dugalich, and Kiki will in for Lauren Betts. So a lot of substitutions here in this first quarter. So here come the Mystics. Sonia Citron has 2 points so far in this game. And Kiki feeds inside of Shakira Austin, and we're going to get another whistle, a foul here on the floor. That's going to go against Indiana. That's going to go against Dantas. That's going to go against Dantas. 1:59 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball is going to be inbound from the right sideline into the hands of Amore. Amore working the top of the key off the screen from Shakira Austin. Pocket pass inside. Austin turns on Dantas. She misses the layup. She didn't get a whistle that she wanted. Dantas the rebound. And then Ty Harris turns it right back over in a bad pass to Shakira Austin, and then Austin's fouled by Sophie Cunningham, who's got her arms way up in the air, saying, I didn't do anything. I just stood my ground. And she's looking up at the monitor right now, saying, where is the foul? But they called her for one, and it's going to be Mystics basketball down by 11 points. And Shakira Austin's going to the line, so this puts them in the bonus then. So Mystics are in the bonus. Shakira Austin at the line shooting 2 shots. First free throw is up, and that is good. 16-26, 10-point lead for Indiana. Aaliyah Boston will check in for Dantas, and Boston looking a lot better in this first quarter than previous games. 5 points on 2 for 3 from the field, including a made 3. Austin knocks down both free throws, and then Ty Harris is struggling to bring the ball up. She's guarded by Amore, almost lost it, but gets it ahead now to Boston into the front court. Boston with a handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell to the left corner to KK. Handoff back to Mitchell. Pocket pass. KK fumbles the pass, and it's stolen up by Sonia Citron. Citron into the front court, down by 9. 1:21 to go. Citron, Austin, bounce pass off the foot of Boston out of bounds. So it's going to be Mystics basketball with 14 on the shot clock, 1:17 on this game clock. Thank you again for hitting that like button. We are 13 away from 1,300. 1:16 left to go. Ball's inbounded here, and it's going to be McMahon. And a bad cross-court pass meant for Shakira Austin. Out of bounds. It's a turnover. Fever ball. Fever ball. 1:10 remaining in this first quarter, and here comes Boston into the front court. She's directing traffic. She's looking right. She's looking for Mitchell to hand it off on the DHO. Mitchell, Boston, over to the left corner. Sophie hesitates on Sonia. She'll drive and go to Ty. Back to Sophie. She'll drive now on Citron. Layup is no good. Rebound falls to Kiki, and it's Mystics basketball with under a minute to go. They're down by 9. Amore stopped around the top of the key to Shakira Austin on the right wing, far side. Puts the ball on the floor against KK. Goes right to the rim. Lays it up and in. Took her right to the rim. And now the lead's cut to 7 with 33 seconds to go. Harris passed to Boston. Ooh, that was a rough collision between her and Amore, but no whistle. Boston over to Mitchell, left corner. She goes right by McMahon, and she's going to draw a foul. She was hit around the neck area, and Mitchell does not look pleased about that. But right now, the Fever haven't scored a single field goal in the last 3 minutes. Wendell with a $5 donation. We need 8 more $2 donuts for a huge waiver of support for Josh and the Fever. And we thank you, everybody, for being here, just watching and listening. Thank you, guys. That is the love and support. Thank you, guys. Wendell, thank you for the 5, brother. Thank you. 6 on the shot clock. Ball's inbounded, and we got another whistle. McMahon committing a foul on the floor. with 13 seconds. Wendell, thank you so much, man. You're too kind. You're too kind. Okay, so Indiana's in the bonus, and this will be free throws for the Fever. 2 shots. B-Tex is what happened, just turned into some crap. Well, the Washington Mystics, through the first 2 games, have been one of the best defenses in the league thus far. Now, offensively, they're not very good. They're not putting up a whole lot of points. Indiana Fever averaging 15 more points than them, but Mystics do have good defense, and that started to show over those last few minutes, and that's why Indiana could not score. They went on a 3-minute drought right there. And also, Caitlin Clark was on the bench during that stretch. Now, Sophie Cunningham was fouled by Citron. Sophie's at the line shooting 2 free throws, and that first one is good. Now, the crowd's giving a pop here as Raven Johnson checks in. Sophie's second free throw is good. So it's 28-19, 10 seconds left, and here is Amore for the Mystics to bring up the ball. Amore looking for Sonia Citron to get open for 3. The drive into the lane. Layup is up and good. No contest right there on the interior defense. And then that's going to do it for the first quarter. 28-21, Indiana leads it by 7. Indiana with a 7-point lead. At one point, the largest lead was at 13 for Indiana. I'll go over the box score real quick for those just tuning in and wondering what the stats look like for both teams right now. Here, I'll put that on the screen for you. So far, through one quarter, Washington shooting 57% from the field and 67% from downtown, going 2 for 3 from 3. Indiana shooting 53% from the field. It was a lot better for the first half of the first quarter, but they went into a 3-minute drought where they couldn't score. That Washington defense started to really pick up. Now, from downtown, Indiana's shooting lights out right now. 86% three-point shooting percentage, going 6 for 7 from downtown. Indiana went 6 for 7 from downtown. And I'll tell you who all hit those threes. Washington, 6 turnovers. Indiana, 4 turnovers. The rebound battle, Indiana's winning that by 2, and that's a big deal because Washington going into this game was second in rebounds in the league. 2 of the top 5 rebounders so far in the league are on the Washington Mystics, with Shakira Austin averaging 10 and Kiki averaging like 14. Now, going to the box score, Mystics have 6 points coming from Shakira Austin, 5 points from McMahon, 3 from Kiki, 2 from Sonia Citron, 2 from Amore, and then off the bench, 3 from Allie Wilson. Kiki so far has 2 rebounds. Shakira Austin, 0. Interesting. Now for the Indiana Fever, your leading scorer is none other than Caitlin Clark. She went 2 for 3 from downtown. She had 2 threes. She's got 3 assists, a steal, and a block with 1 turnover. We have 5 points from Aaliyah Boston early in this game. She went 2 for 3, including a 3 of her own. She also has a steal. Mo Billings looking good out there against the bigs. She's got 4 points, 4 rebounds. That's what you need her there for. That's what she's doing when she's on the floor. Sophie Cunningham, how about Sophie? 5 points right now with 1 assist. Kelsey Mitchell, 3 points. And then off the bench, we have 3 from Dantas and 2 for Ty Harris as we get ready for this second quarter. All right, let's get back here as we get ready for the second quarter. Let's get put 10 back on to the scoreboard. Ron says you're such a knowledgeable talking about 3 minutes without a score. It's a damn game and competition. Just looking for reasons to not pick and hate. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, I'm not hating on anybody. I'm calling the game as it is. What do you want me to do? Not acknowledge that? It's what happened. Here's Aaliyah Boston turning and firing as we start the second quarter, and Boston with the mid-range shot on a turnaround against Kiki. Aaliyah Boston, folks, she's looking like Aaliyah Boston is supposed to look like. Now, here come the mistakes back to the way with Kiki, Austin, Citron, Amor, and Prosper. And here's Austin backing down. Aaliyah Boston turns to her right off the window shot. No good, but this time she'll draw a foul against Aaliyah Boston. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. You guys hear me? You guys good? All right. We good? I got you. What's up, GWL? How you doing? I got you, Ron. Shakira Austin at the line, shooting 2 shots after being fouled by Aaliyah Boston. That first free throw is up, and it is good. Shakira Austin averaging 10 rebounds so far through the first 2 games of the season, has none so far in this game. But after the second made free throw, she's got now 7 points in this game. She averages 17 for the season. 30-23, Indiana leads it, and Fever will shoot on the right side of the court. And on the floor, it's Billings, Boston, Mitchell, Cunningham, and Raven Johnson. Raven, bounce pass to Aaliyah Boston, left short corner. Backing down, Kiki into the low post now, into the paint. She'll turn, she'll fire with the one hand, too strong. Ball's batted up, and it's going to be picked up by Citron, and she'll run the floor with Amor in transition for 3. Amor puts it down, and the Mystics cut the lead to 4. Mitchell on the drive. Layup is blocked by Shakira Austin out of bounds. Shakira with the block. My God. My goodness. And GWL just gifted 5 memberships. To Jolly, to Mega Jordo, to Giovanni, to Big Win, and Timothy Thomas. Ball's inbounded, and the shot from 3 is no good by Mitchell. Rebounded there by Sonia Citron. GWL, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, brother. Sonia, for her top of the key 3, knocks it down, and the Fever have to call a timeout. It's a 1-point game. It's a 1-point game. 30-29. And here to start the second quarter, it's an 8-2 run for Washington. Citron just knocked down that 3. She now has 5 points. Shakira Austin's got 8 points. Amor's got 5 points. Kiki's got 3. And the Fever rotation was Boston, Billings, Mitchell, Sophie, and Raven Johnson. So I suspect we're going to see Caitlin Clark get out there as soon as this commercial break is over. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking so. B-Tech says, Mo looking good. CC on fire. Dantas needs to wake up or sit back down. She did hit a 3, Dantas, but remember, she needs to watch those fouls. But Mo Billings is looking good. Thank you again so much, GWL, for the 5 gifted memberships to the chat. Let's see. Jolly says, thanks for the gifted membership, GWL. That was so kind of you, man. Thank you. Oh, I just realized I'm out of Gatorade. I'm going to go grab me a drink. Thank you guys so much for being here. Almost 700 people in the chat for this game. Rocha is not here. He is live streaming that Pistons and Cavaliers game number 6. So he's over there live streaming that. I'm here live streaming this game, so that way we don't miss a thing. That way we don't miss no NBA playoff action on this channel and no Fever action on this channel. We don't want to miss a thing, baby. Just like that Aerosmith song. Don't want to miss a thing. Josh, what have you been listening to, says QC during the commercial break? A dude I work with showed me a group, and I looked. They did that song, Can I Call You Rose? You showed me. Dude, that was such a great song, man. It brings back that old school R&B and soul from that Motown era vibe to it. I love that. But what have I been listening to lately? I've been listening to like a lot of like 90s and early 2000s songs, kind of feeling nostalgic lately, you know? So I've been listening to a lot of 90s and early 2000s stuff. lately. Just last night, man, I was bumping some of that old school house music, man, with Stevie B, um, uh, Little Susie, and all them. Good stuff. Cynthia, Debbie Deb, that kind of stuff, man. That old school freestyle from like the '80s, late '80s and '90s. Do you listen to any Crazy Town? Crazy Town. What were they out? They were like a rock band in the early 2000s, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they were a rock band in the early 2000s, no? 8:26 left to go here in the second quarter. We're back for action. And, oh, a bad pass for Indiana. And it's going to be a turnover right out the gate. There was a pass out to Ty Harris. No, Mo Billings at the top of the key, but he got away from her into the back court. So that was a Kelsey Mitchell bad pass turnover. And it's Mystics basketball with 8:21 to go. And here come the Mystics with Kiki Irfin, Shakira Austin, Citron, Amore, and Prosper. Bounce pass from Amore to Austin. A bad pass. No, a pass to Citron will draw a foul from Sophie because she was trying to deny that pass, and she was a little bit too aggressive on the back of Sonia. Oh, that's what they did. Butterfly, sugar, baby, come, come, my lady, come, come, my lady. That song, right? Oh my goodness. I haven't heard that in a long time. Sophie just picked up her second foul. 8:07 left to go here in the second quarter. 8 on the shot clock. Citron off the screen from Austin. A slip to Austin. And to the cutter goes Prosper on a baseline layup from the left side. And with that, the Mystics take a 31-30 lead. Caitlin Clark is back out there, and we're going to get another whistle. Prosper with the personal foul away from the ball with 7:50 remaining. Lexi Hall will check in for Sophie after picking up her second foul. So the Fever rotation will be Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Boston, and Mo Billings. Kelsey Mitchell is struggling here in this first quarter, this first half now. Ball's inbounded from the near sideline. Caitlin to Mitchell. To the left corner goes Billings. She'll spin on Shakira Austin. Up and under. Layup. It rims out. That was a good maneuver, but the shot just went in and out. Shakira Austin with a defensive rebound. Ahead to Amore with a skip dribble, and she'll go down the baseline to Shakira, down the heart of the lane, layup off the window, and the Mystics are scoring at will. The defense has collapsed for Indiana, and they can't score on the other side. It is a 12-0 run for Washington. Fever got to find something. And here's a corner three from Lexi. That's off the mark. The Fever can't buy a bucket right now. They went cold, folks. Mystics have a 33-30 lead on a 12-0 run. Amore working the near side corner. Now to Kiki, top of the key. Over to Sonia Citron. She hasn't missed yet here. Step back over Lexi, and she continues to not miss. Hitting a step back mid-range shot. 35-30, Washington with a 5-point lead, and now a 14-0 run. Citron with 7 points. Boston, the handoff. Caitlin inside of Boston, fumbles the pass. My goodness, the Fever have Butterfingers all around. And here's Mitchell on the drive-in layup. It's good, and one. And one. Or was that foul before the bucket? Are they not counting the bucket? I guess not. Thank you, Rob. They're not counting the bucket, so it's going to remain 35-30 with 6:37 to go. And the Fever will inbound from the near sideline. Caitlin to Boston. Handoff back to Caitlin for three. Caitlin misses. Rebound goes from Raven Johnson to Lexi Hall. And Lexi's on the ground. And Lexi finds Boston. Boston finds Caitlin. Caitlin finds Billings. She'll drive. Lays it up. She's short and rebounded by Dugalich. Mystics up by 5, and the Fever cannot score against this defense. Ball swung around for the Mystics. Amore for three. She has a good look, but she misses, and the rebound falls to Boston, and we got a foul. It's going to go against Lauren Betts, who fouls Boston on a loose ball. Over 750 people in the chat, and we're 7 likes away from 400 here in the first half. Fever got to find some kind of rhythm. I told you guys this Mystics defense has been looking really, really good through the first 2 games. And now here comes a screen from Boston to Caitlin driving into the lane. Kicks the left corner, finds a wide open Mo Billings for three. And they finally score with Mo. Finally, the fever and the drought with Mo Billings hitting a corner three, assisted by Caitlin Clark. Right now, the Mystics are on a 22-7 run in the last 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Can the Fever get up and play some defense? Well, they're going to call a foul against Caitlin Clark. They're going to call a foul against CC, guarding the top of the key player. 35-33, it's a 2-point lead for Washington. Mystics in their white jerseys here tonight, Fever in their red Rebel Edition jerseys, and Prosper of the Mystics will inbound for the near sideline. She does so to Harmon, who checks in for the first time. Harmon going to work on Raven Johnson. Dugalich feeds inside to Lauren Betts, and we're going to get another foul. We're going to get another foul against the Indiana Fever. There have been a lot of fouls called so far in this game. With 5:31 left to go in the second quarter, Mystics will retain the ball up by 2. Ball's going to be inbounded from the near sideline, and here is Prosper on the inbound, and she goes to Lauren Betts. Betts on the top of the circle, handoff. Prosper curls off the right side of the screen, gets right past Boston, goes for the layup. She misses. Betts the rebound, and Betts will draw a foul. Another foul. Washington now in the bonus. And that will be free throws. That was Aaliyah Boston with the foul right there. Betts will have 2 free throws. Josh, did you like everything but the girl? Everything but the girl. My mind is drawing a blank on that one. I probably know that one, but I'm just drawing a blank. Where did the defense go for the Indiana Fever versus Down to Earth Productions? They started getting Swiss cheesed up by great ball movement, great execution by Washington down the last stretch of the first quarter, entering the second. And that pair of free throws were good, 37-33 by Lauren Betts. Now here come the Fever with Clark, Billings, Dantes, Lexi Hall, and Raven Johnson with 13 on the shot clock. Clark over to Dantes, Fever shooting on the right side of the screen, back to Clark, and she's going to draw a foul from Prosper, and they're both arguing with the referee. Prosper is saying she flopped. Prosper is arguing heavily with the referee, and now Caitlin's coming over to talk to the referee. A lot of fouls so far in this game. And Prosper did not like that foul called against her at all. All right, thank you, QC. Yeah, send that to me, bro. Ball's inbounded from the near sideline. Caitlin Clark to Billings. Handoff immediately back to Clark. She'll drive on McMahon. Step back, mid-range. Too strong. McMahon, the defensive rebound. And the Mystics have the ball leading by 4. McMahon fumbles the pass, but it was last touched by the Fever as she was fumbling, so she got bailed out there. What's going on? Can we zoom out? Can we stop zooming in so heavily so we can see what the referees are calling here? I hate when they do that. Thank you. Leave it here. Ball's going to be inbounded for Prosper out to Allie Moore, and she's going to miss that one. She misses that one. And now here come the Fever back the other way. Billings to the right short corner. Backing down, Lauren Betts. Pump fake. Ball stripped loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Betts. Things got really sloppy here in the second quarter with 4:39 to go. Shakira Austin and Sonia Citron will check in for Dugalich and Alex Wilson. Oh, dude. Okay, I know what you're talking about now, QC. I know what you're talking about. I love that song. Like the Deserts Miss the Rain. That's a great one. Great 90s song. Caitlin Clark missed the shot from mid-range. She got her own rebound. Dantes sets a screen against McMahon. Back to Dantes on a pick and pop. Back to Caitlin Clark. Shot clock to 5. Caitlin over to Lexi Hall. 3 to shoot. Lexi, left corner to Billings. She misses the 3. Lexi Hall with the offensive rebound. Over to Dantes for 3. Contested. That's going to brick. And now it's rebounded by McMahon. She runs the floor on Caitlin, going coast to coast, and she draws a foul from Caitlin Clark. That will be 2 free throws coming up for the Mystics and McMahon with 4:05 remaining here in the second quarter. I want to see what's going on in that. Cavaliers game real quick. First free throw was up by McMahon. It's up. It's good. Fever are really struggling here in the second quarter. Well, to end the first quarter and throughout the entire second quarter, they're struggling. They are struggling. And the free throw is up. Second one is no good, but Shakira Austin, she gets her own rebound. She gets her first rebound. So it's going to be Mystics on a reload here. It's Mystics basketball. Betts has it on the right short corner. Cross-court pass deflected from Caitlin and out of bounds. So Mystics will inbound with 1.6 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 3:51 left to go here in the second quarter. It's 38-33. Washington up by 5. McMahon of the Mystics inbounds from the near sideline to Lauren Betts, the rookie, against Dantes. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. She did not even try to attempt to shoot that. So that's a turnover for the Mystics, their 6th of the game. Fever got to capitalize off of this turnover. They only got 5 points scored in this second quarter. Mystics have 17 scored in the quarter. Caitlin Clark will bring up the ball, but they're just missing everything against this defense right now. Clark is out there with Mitchell, Billings, Dantes, and Lexi. Over to Mitchell for mid-range, and Mitchell finally scores her second only field goal of the game. She's 2 for 6, and that is finally 2 on the board for the Fever. They cut the lead to 3 with 3:29 to go. Here is the Mystics with Harmon, and now Harmon. Ball stripped loose by Kelsey Mitchell, and Kelsey will go coast to coast for a layup. That's milking cookies, a steal and score for Kelsey Mitchell to cut the lead to 1. 38-37 with 3:10 to go, and finally the crowd getting into it. There you go, making some plays happen. Austin setting the screen for Harmon, back to Shakira, driving the heart of the lane, puts up a tough shot, and she gets that one to fall. Shakira Austin's got 12 points so far. 2:53 left to go, and a steal there by Austin. No, that's going to go on Harmon, and Harmon runs the floor. Harmon to Citron against Lexi. She bumps Lexi. She steps back, shoots a 3, and that's her first miss of the game. Caitlin Clark with the rebound, her second of the game. Stacey runs, driving on Citron, kicks up top to Dantes. They're down by 3, 40-37. Both teams are in the bonus. Here's Mitchell for an elbow shot. She's going to miss that one from mid-range. And Harmon's there for the defensive rebound. Mystics have the ball with 2:21 left to go. Harmon inside. Austin finds a wide open McMahon on the wing 3. She misses that, and Lexi Hall secures her third rebound. Up ahead of Dantes and over the head and out of bounds. And the Fever give it right back to Washington. That was a pass from Caitlin Clark that went over the head of Dantes and out of bounds. So it's going to be a timeout right here taken by Washington, their first charge timeout. When we come back, it's 40-37, Mystics leading it by 3 with 2:10 remaining. So far, your leading scorers for this game are Shakira Austin with 12 points for the Mystics and 7 for Mo Billings of the Indiana Fever. Right now, the team is just overall struggling to score consistently. For Indiana, you have Caitlin Clark going 2 for 9 right now. Kelsey Mitchell is 3 for 8. Boston, she's 3 for 5 with 7 points, so you probably would want to get her some more looks. Billings, she's 3 for 7 with 7 points. Sophie Cunningham, she's got 5 points on 1 for 2, so that's 50% shooting, but she went to the bench after picking up her second foul. For the Washington Mystics, Shakira Austin leading the way. She's the only player in double digits for this game with 12 points on 4 for 5 shooting. No one's really able to stop her. She's averaging 17 points per game this year, so she's been locked in. She's got 2 rebounds and 2 assists. For Sonia Citron, she's at 7 points on 3 for 4 shooting. And Kiki Irfin at 3 points with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Amore has 5 points, and you have McMahon in the starting lineup with 6 points. And then off the bench for the Mystics, 2 from Betts, the rookie, with 1 rebound, and you have 3 from Allie Wilson and 2 from Prosper. For the bench of the Indiana Fever, you have 3 points from Dantes, who hit that 1-3 in the first quarter, nothing since, and Ty Harris, who has 2 points. So 5 points off the bench for the Fever so far, and 7 points off the bench for the Washington Mystics. So really, it's the Mystics offense. Some of their big-time players are just barely missing any shots right now. And the Mystics defense really came together closing out that first quarter and throughout the second, as Washington is outscoring Indiana 19 9 so far in the second period. The lead at one point in that first quarter for Indiana was 13. They were crushing Washington. They were beating them off the rebounds. They were playing really good defense, and they were knocking down shots. And then Washington just completely turned the tables. Completely turned the tables. Over 760 people here in the stream chat for this Friday night basketball edition of the Washington Mystics taking on the Indiana Fever. Both 1-1 going into this game. One of these two teams will go 2-1 after 3 games played in the season. Thank y'all for almost 500 likes. We're 65 people away from 500. Thank y'all for joining us here tonight. We'll be live for every Fever game throughout the season. The next one will be on Sunday as the Fever take on the Seattle Storm here in Indiana. Did they not turn the tables? They did not turn the tables. Stephanie White switched offenses as films. Well, Washington got to credit their defense. They played great defense, and they made things happen for them. They're playing great, smooth offense as well, too. Moving that ball around. Indiana's got to step up here. On the floor right now for the Mystics, they have the ball with Kiki, Austin, Citron, McMahon, and Amor. Amor guarded here by Mitchell. Hands it off to Mystics. Austin here at the top of the key driving on Boston into the lane. Puts it up. She misses. Rebound and falls to Boston. Her first of the game. And she immediately passes to Caitlin Clark. CC into the front court. Back to Boston. Boston, handoff. Mitchell curls off the left side of the screen. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin getting a screen from Misha Hines-Allens, who just checked in for the first time. Back to CC. Into the right corner for Boston for 3. And she misses that one. She made a 3 earlier in the first quarter. She misses that one. And McMahon off the rebound brings it up for Washington. Mystics are shooting on the left side of the court in their white jerseys. And it's the Fever in their red jerseys here tonight. At home. Both teams in the bonus. Here's a pull-up 3 by Amor. Tough shot. I don't know why she shot that one. And diving for the loose ball is Kiki, and she's going to draw a foul. A loose ball foul called against Indiana. And like I said, both teams in the bonus, so that will be free throws coming up for Kiki Irifin, who goes to the line with 3 points so far and 3 rebounds. Oh, man. That was a hard fall right there for Kiki. She was a little shaken up getting up. She was fouled by Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell sending Kiki to the line for 2 free throws. So here goes free throw number 1 for Kiki. That one's up, and it's no good for Kiki. It's 40-37 lead for Washington. Kelsey's not having the greatest of games so far in this one. And on the floor for Indiana, it's Boston, Mitchell, Clark, Hines-Allen, and Lexi Hull. Second free throw will be made by Kiki, so it's 41-37. Indiana's down by 4, and Caitlin will bring up the ball with 1:04 left. She's guarded by Amor, crossing the halfway mark. Kelsey Mitchell coming to set the slight screen. Clark takes off to the right corner to Boston. Back to Caitlin for a corner 3. She misses. Rebound falls to Austin. So Austin ahead to McMahon, and McMahon, she gets the ball strip loose by Lexi with a great steal, and now here's a pass to Kelsey. Mitchell, step back on Sonia, it's short, rebounded by Kiki. Man, the Fever shooting percentage fell all the way down to 36%. All the way down to 36%. 23 seconds remaining in this half, and Kiki has it on the top of the circle. Shot clock to 7. Puts the ball on the floor against Boston. Step back for the mid-post, and that's going to be too strong. Rebound falls to Hines-Allen. My God. Hines-Allen with the handoff to Caitlin. Caitlin against Amor. Back to Hines-Allen on the top of the circle. To left corner goes Lexi. Driving on McMahon. Pulls up. Misses. 1 second left, and that's going to do it for the half. Indiana held to 9 points here in the second quarter. Washington putting up 20 in the quarter to take a 4-point lead over Indiana, 41-37. My goodness. That was a rough quarter for Indiana. A rough quarter. And we're going to go over the halftime box score. So if you just tuned in, we're going to go over all the stats, the team stats, and the player stats. But, man, Washington closing out that first quarter. They locked down defensively. They were playing in transition well. off of those mistakes from Indiana, who turned the ball over 7 times. And Washington were knocking down shots with Shakira Austin and Sonia Citron. A good spread of ball movement, spread of production. They lead it by 4. They lead it by 4. Now, let's take a look at this halftime box score. Let's see what the numbers say. Let's start off with the shooting percentages. Washington, as a team, shot 48% from the field, 40% from downtown with 4 made threes. Indiana shot 35% from the field. At one point, when they were leading by 13 in the first quarter, they were shooting damn near 70% from the field. Now, from downtown, they're shooting 44% as a team on 7 for 16 three-point attempts. In the first quarter, it was 6 for 7. They were 6 for 7 from downtown the end of the first quarter, and then they only made one more 3 in that second quarter. Turnovers. Washington with 8 turnovers. They gave up 9 points to Indiana, 7 for Indiana. 7 turnovers for Indiana. They gave up 6 points to Washington. The rebounds. Washington with 20. Indiana with 17. Indiana was winning the rebound battle at the end of 1. And then Washington, being the second best rebounding team in the WNBA, especially with the offensive glass, they started out rebounding Indiana heavily in that second quarter. Now let's go to the individual stats, and we'll start off with the road team, Washington Mystics. Their leading scorer is going to be Shakira Austin with 12 points on 4 for 6 shooting with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. We have 7 points from Sonia Citron in the first half on 3 for 4 shooting. Sonia also has 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 assist. We have 6 points from McMahon, 5 points from Amor, 4 points from Kiki with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal for Kiki. And then off the bench, you have 7 points, 3 from Allie Wilson, 2 from Prosper, and 2 from Lauren Betts. The rookie Lauren Betts, coming off the bench here to start her career, has 2 points and a rebound in this game. Now, moving down to the Indiana Fever, you'll see no players in double digits for Indiana. 7 points for Mo Billings, 4 rebounds. 7 points for Aaliyah Boston on 50% shooting with 1 rebound, 1 steal, and 1 block. I would like to see Boston get fed a little bit more here in this second half. Kelsey Mitchell struggled in that first half with 7 points on 3 for 9 shooting, 1 for 3 from downtown. She had 2 turnovers. She did have 1 steal, which did lead to points in that second quarter. Sophie Cunningham, she had 6 points on, she had 5 points, 5 points on 1 for 2 shooting with 1 assist. She did get into a little bit of foul trouble, picking up her second foul and had to check out. And then for Caitlin Clark, 6 points on 2 for 10 shooting. CC missing a lot of shots right now. She's 2 for 5 from downtown. She looked really good to start the first quarter. She went 2 for 3 from downtown and then just missed everything since. She didn't score a single point in that second quarter. She had 4 assists, though, 2 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, and 1 block. And then off the bench, you have a total of 5 points. 3 coming from Dantes, 2 from Ty Harris. Now let's look at some more team stats right here. Let's look at team assists. Team assists. We have 7 apiece. 7 from Washington, 7 from Indiana. Washington's mostly assisted in the second quarter, whereas Indiana did it in the first quarter. Looking at points in the paint, well, Washington is dominating that right now, 16-6, with points in the paint, mostly led by Shakira Austin with 12 of those points. Largest lead was Indiana with 13-point lead, and for Mystics, at one point, it was a 5-point lead. And that's your halftime box score. So Indiana's got to get back on track and find some of that magic, some of that mojo they had in that first half of that first quarter where they were just completely picking apart Washington's defense and knocking down shots, getting out in transition, and forcing Washington to play their style of basketball. They got to get back to that. We had a $5 donation while I was reading the halftime box score. Scott H. with a 5. Going to be tough for anyone in the Fever to get a double-double at this rate. It's going to be tough, especially against this defense of Washington. That's something they do well. 2 things they do very well. They play good defense, and they rebound extremely well. So going the second half, Indiana's got to lock in here and force them to play a little bit faster. Force them to play their style of offense, like they did in that first half of the first quarter. All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hit that thumbs up. We're 19 people away from 500 likes here in the first half. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We have one more half to go. There's still plenty of basketball yet to be played. All right, all right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Now, let's see what's going on in that Pistons game. Because for those who are wondering where Rocha is, he's covering that Pistons and Cavaliers game, and they're at half. Pistons lead at 54-51. That's a game six. If Cleveland wins, then that series is over. If Detroit wins, then there's a game seven on Sunday. So that's where Roach is at. He's covering that game right now. And I'm here with you guys with the fever, and I appreciate you guys tuning in for either stream. Maybe some of you guys are in both streams. I know some of you guys are, and we appreciate that. All right. So going to second half, Indiana, find that magic. Find that magic. Mystics are a tough team. They are a tough team. They are a tough team. They're very big. They're physical. They're a defensive team. They're a rebounding team. It wasn't gonna be a cakewalk against the Mystics. All these teams are really good. A lot of these teams probably won't. Some of these teams might not have a whole lot of wins in the win column by the end of the season, but these teams are talented. You got to bring your A game every single time. You can't get too cute out there. And that also goes to the coach, Stephanie White. Can't get too cute out there because teams will figure things out and they will take over, like we just saw. Like we just saw. They're very young and energetic. Oh yeah, Dr. Bad. I don't know if we have any Mystics fans in here in this chat, but man, you guys got something special building up over there. Amore, she was one of the top picks of last year's draft. She missed all of last year. She's here now. She was a sixth overall pick behind Kiki and Sonia. So Shakira Austin, she's been absolutely wonderful for you guys. You got Lauren Betts now. You got Leach. It's an exciting team over there in Washington. What's up, Fly? How you doing, Fly? And we got a $2 donation from Roger. He says, outstanding broadcast. Well, Roger, thank you so much for that, man. That really means a lot. Thank you, dude. For all of you guys who are tuning in, thank you so much. It's Friday night, hanging out for this Indiana Fever game. The next one will be on Sunday. Fever taking on the Seattle Storm here in Indiana. We'll be live for that. So if you're brand new, hit that subscribe. Come join us for more games. We're not going to miss any action all season long for Indiana. Hello from Arkansas, says Keith. What's up, Keith from Arkansas? How you doing, man? Danny Wilson, thank you so much for that score update. It's 54-51 in halftime. So this game will probably be over by the time that Cavaliers game is over. And then I should be able to join Roach for the rest of that Cavaliers game in game 6. Thank you, B-Tech. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Josh, who you got? Who do I have tonight, Kimberly? All right, let's share the predictions. Tonight, I had the Fever. Rocha had the Fever. I took Caitlin Clark for MVP. Caitlin Clark for Rocha. I took Mo Billings for X Factor. And she's looking pretty good out there. I mean, 7 points, 4 rebounds. A lot of that production didn't come in the first quarter. A lot like all the other Fever players, not much production at all was had in the second quarter. But Mo Billings is going to be key in this game, I thought, because of the size that she provides and her ability to rebound. And you're going to need that size. You're going to need that rebounding ability against the Mystics, who are one of the top tier teams in those regards. And I took the over of tonight's game, 169.5. Right now it's 41-37. Indiana only scoring 9 points in that second quarter. Washington only putting up 20 in that second quarter. So the under's looking pretty decent so far. But that's what we took. We both took Indiana Fever to win this game. And Indiana was favored by 8.5 points going into tonight's matchup here at home. They were favored by 8.5. Who's your daddy? Sean, he decided to take some time away from YouTube, brother, back in November. He went on a vacation, decided to just, take time away from YouTube, dude. And, he's been working. He's been doing his thing. He's been playing flag football with his coworkers and stuff like that. They had this league going and everything. And we were just talking I was just talking to him last night. And we were talking about this White Castle that they're about to put near us, right? White Castle finally coming to Texas, and we can't wait for that because we both love White Castle, and this will be the first time in Texas they ever had one. And we're talking about how we're gonna go there all the time, and they're gonna know us. They're gonna know us as soon as we walk through the door. They're gonna know our faces. They're gonna know our names real quick because we love it. We love it. Jets. I'm gonna turn down the AC real quick because it's getting hot here in the House of Fury. I set my temperature typically like around 64 degrees during streams, but I'm going to set it to 62. I like to keep it cold. I like to keep it really cold here at the house. So if you ever come over, I don't care if it's June, July, August, you might want to bring a hoodie or something, a jacket, I don't know. Because here I keep it cold all year round. And I got the fans going everywhere. So it's cold here at the House of Fury. Yes, Jets. I had it at 64 before the game started, and that got too hot. So I put it at 62. That should be fine. Avatar says, "Oh, Josh, my Avalanche host the Golden Knights on Wednesday night. Avalanche versus the Golden Knights, Vegas. I'm taking the Avalanche. Avatar, thank you for the update, man. Good luck in the series. Dr. Manhattan says, same. You like to keep it cold, too? Jet says, I keep mine at 74. 74? Yeah, nope. I'd walk in and walk right back out. Bye. Peace. See ya. Way too hot. 74 degrees. That's way too hot, Jets. That's spring weather. That's spring weather in your house. I said it nice, says John, and cold in the Thunderdome. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nice and chilly. It used to crack me up, and Sean, when people would see us streaming in the summer times, and Sean will be like, Sean will have a hoodie on, he'll have a jacket on, he'll have like a beanie on, and people will be like, Sean, it's July, it's August, it's like 105 degrees outside. Why are you wearing that? And Sean's like, because it's cold in here. It's cold. But he likes it cold too. So it was all good. It was all good. How much did that cost us, Michael? A lot, but it's worth it. I'd rather be comfortable. As long as I'm able to do it, I'm going to do it. And let's start this second half. It's going to be Fever basketball. And here, driving down the lane, a miss layup from Kelsey Mitchell. And now the Mystics shoot on the right side. McMahon going coast to coast, missing the layup, rebounded by Boston. Boston, Sophie, Mitchell down the lane. Layup is good. And the Fever strike first here in the second half. The lead's cut down to 2. On the floor for the Mystics, it's Kiki, it's Austin, it's Citron, it's McMahon, and Amore. Boston guarding Amore on the top of the circle. To the right corner goes Sonia Citron, and she'll get screened from Kiki. She'll drive, she'll shoot, she'll score. Sonia Citron now with 9 points, and the Mystics have 43 to Indiana's 39. On the floor for Indiana, it's Boston, Billings, Mitchell, Cunningham, and Clark. Boston going to work on Kiki into the low post. Turns, fires off the window. No good. Too strong. Kiki the rebound out to Amore. Amore to Austin. Austin loses out of bounds. And they're going to say deflected off of Mo Billings. So it stays Washington ball with 8:52 left. All right, here we go. 8:52 left to go here, and the ball is going to be inbounded to Kiki Earfin on the left wing outside. Kiki looking to left corner, finds Sonia Citron. Citron navigating off the screen from Kiki inside to Kiki on a slip, and she'll score on the baseline. Nice little two-man game right there between Kiki and Citron to take a 6-point lead. Indiana's got the ball, shooting on the left side, and we got a whistle as McMahon will foul Indiana as Kelsey Mitchell was coming off that screen from Boston. And Kelsey was a little upset because she had a free reign to the rim for an easy layup. So McMahon with the for the foul. With the foul, ball's inbounded, and it's Indiana basketball. 8:29 left to go in the third quarter. Caitlin, Boston, over to Sophie for 3. Sophie misses, rebound, Austin. Indiana Fever continue to miss on the jump shots here, entering the third quarter so far. Amore, pass to Kiki goes out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by Kelsey Mitchell. Deflected off of her hand. 8:16 left to go in the third quarter. It's 45-39 Washington. Ball's going to be inbounded from the far sideline. McMahon to Amore. Amore will go back to McMahon on the left wing. Driving past Caitlin. Inside the dump goes Kiki, and she'll score a layup. It's 47-39. Washington has been in control of this game since the end of the first quarter. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Boston with the pass to Kelsey Mitchell, fouled by Amore. William Street with the $10 dono. William Street, thank you so much, man, for the $10. Didn't say nothing, but shout out to William Street, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Boston's going to inbound from the near sideline. Thank you, William. 2 Billings. Handoff goes to Caitlin Clark. Curls off the right side of the screen. Baseline shot. No good. Caitlin Clark is 2 for 11, but Mo Billings gets the rebound. Out to Cece for 3. Cece misses another shot, and Sonia Citron with the rebound. She's into the front court, and she'll drive and lay it up against Sophie Cunningham. 49-39, 10-point lead for Washington. And a bad pass meant for Mo Billings, and then it's going to get out of bounds by Sonia, I think. Fever got to call a timeout here soon because they are looking rough. They're looking exactly like they did in that second quarter, and they will call a timeout. They will call a timeout. Wow. Caitlin Clark is 2 for 12. Caitlin has not scored a single point since the first quarter. Not a single point, not a free throw. She's missed everything since the first quarter. Kelsey Mitchell's 4 for 11. She's not shooting well either. Aaliyah Boston, Mo Billings, most of their production came in the first quarter. I mean, a total of 11 points have been scored by Indiana since the first quarter. 11 points have been scored by Indiana since the first quarter. Washington right now has 8 points in the third quarter alone. Whew. Well, it's looking tough right now. It's a 10-point deficit. It's a commercial break. Indiana timeout. Indiana timeout. John Murphy with the $5 dono. John Murphy says, thank you for covering the Fever games. John, we thank you because without you guys, we'd be broadcasting to nobody. And we would still do it too. So thank you, John, for the $5 donation, man. We'll be here all season long, all 44 games. This is game 3 of 44. Right now, it's looking a little rough. Down by 10 here in the third quarter. We're in a timeout. Fever got to make some adjustments drastically. They got to change everything that they're doing right now. They got to change everything. We're in a commercial break. Timeout made by Indiana. They are down 39-49, getting outscored 8-2 here in this third quarter so far. Eesh. Washington playing tough right now. They're playing tough basketball right now. Ooh. It's 55-68, 13-point lead for Detroit. Wow. 8:50 left to go in the third quarter there. Yeah, these games are going to finish around the same time. Thank you again, John. Thank you again, William. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Over 500 likes has been achieved here on the stream. Gracias, everybody. There's still plenty of game left, though. Still plenty of game left to go in this game. So don't lose faith. Just got to ante up and lock in, man. 7:34 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, we'll see, Jets. We'll see. Avatar says, oh, Josh, I don't know if you know, if I told you that I found the original American Gladiators on Prime. Yeah, you were telling us that the last stream. I got to check that out. Ball's inbounded for Indiana. They got to score here. Boston, the handout to Caitlin Clark. And a foul. We're going to get a foul here shortly after the inbound out of the timeout. Fever will have 3 timeouts left for the game, though, by the way. And Washington's got 4 timeouts left. It was a foul committed by Amore of the Mystics. Caitlin Clark will inbound for the near sideline. Bounce pass on the inbound to Boston. Handoff back to Caitlin. She'll drive on Amore down the lane. And that's tough defense. She's got 3 jerseys around her. And we're going to get a foul against Shakir Austin. And I think that's going to be... Did Austin just get teed up? Caitlin was driving. Yeah, Caitlin had a lot of contact looking at that replay. And Austin is fired up. And I think she got teed up, and she did. And Caitlin will shoot a free throw, and she'll make it. 40-49. Austin was upset. But looking at that replay, there was a lot of contact right there to CC. So it's going to be Indiana basketball down by 9. 7:23 left to go here. Boston on the inbound from the far sideline to Mo Billings. She's looking right, hands it off to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell the drive against McMahon, and a scoop to the hoop. Kelsey Mitchell makes it a 7-point game with 7:12 remaining. Amore to McMahon for 3 in transition. It won't go, and it goes out of bounds. And Boston wants a review. She thinks it was last touched by Washington. She's arguing for a review. Will Stephanie White challenge here? As Boston wants. Can we get a replay? Oh, that looked like it was off of Kiki. They're not going to challenge. It's going to be Washington ball. If they would have challenged, I think they would have won that. Mystics have the basketball. Citron for 3. Citron short. Rebound falls to Caitlin Clark, and she's off and running. CC and the Fever are down by 7. Caitlin on the right elbow. Far side, looking cross-court to Boston, over to Sophie. Off the screen from Boston, drives into the lane. Out to the right corner goes Kelsey Mitchell. Shot clock to 9. Off the screen from Billings, layup. It's off, and it's rebounded by Kiki. Mitchell's 5 for 13. Mitchell's 5 for 13. Kalen's 2 for 12. Those two got to start scoring here. Here's Amore going to work on Caitlin over to Citron. Dumps inside of Austin. She rises up and draws a shooting foul from Mo Billings. With 6:24 left to go, we're going to have 2 free throws coming up for Shakira Austin. They're already up by 7 points. Two shots for Shakira Austin. She's got 12 points going to the free throw line. First one is up, and that is good for Shakira. 50-42. Austin's got one more free throw coming up, and that one will be up and no good. Too strong. Ball's bat up in the air, and Citron with the offensive rebound. So another reload here. Kiki, layup, it's good. Mystics, they were second in the WNBA going into tonight's game at rebounding, and right now they had 26 rebounds. Here's Caitlin for 3. Caitlin misses. Rebound by Billings, and a putback is good. 44-52, 8-point lead for Washington. That's 9 offensive rebounds for Fever, and a lot of that goes to Mo Billings. Here's Washington. Got up by 8. Austin looking for someone to get open. Bounce pass goes to Citron to the back of Kelsey. Turns, fires off the window. It's good for Sonia Citron. 54-44, down by 10. Here comes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin, and she'll draw a foul on the floor. There was some contact there by Washington. There was like 2 jerseys around her. 10-point game, 5:37 to go. Caitlin and Mitchell are struggling tonight. Mitchell, 5 for 13. Caitlin, 2 for 13. Caitlin Clark has 1 point scored since the first quarter, and that was a free throw. And she's at the free throw line since they're in the bonus, and she'll knock down that one. So Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, they're running to a buzzsaw here defensively against the Washington Mystics. They got to get going. Lauren Betts will check in for Shakira Austin, the rookie that they selected in the first round. And Caitlin Clark will knock down both free throws, so it's 54-46 with 5:37 left to go here. And bringing up the ball for Washington is going to be Harmon. She's out there with Wilson, Betts, Citron, and Kiki Irafin. 15 on the shot clock for Washington. Harmon looking to the left short corner, finding Kiki against Billings. She'll back her down low post. She'll turn. She'll fire off the window. Tough bucket for Kiki. She gets that one to fall, and they lead it by 10 once again. Kiki now with 12.6 rebounds. Caitlin Clark to Boston, to Sophie Cunningham. Sophie off the screen from Aaliyah. She'll shoot the straightaway 3. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Harmon, so it stays Fever basketball. Ty Harris will check in for Clark. McMahon in for Harmon. Dugalich in for Citron. And Kiki is going to check out too for Prosper. Fever shooting 33% from the field right now. Washington 54%. Boston with the pump fake against Lauren Betts. She'll tack her inside. Pump fake. She'll turn. She'll fire. And she'll draw a shooting foul. Aaliyah Boston, fouled by Betts, will go to the line for 2 free throws. 2 free throws. Am I going to call the Wolves game tonight? Yes, Nick. Yes. Yes, sir. I will be calling the Wolves game tonight. Yeah. After this game is over, I'll be calling that Minnesota game. Boston shooting 2 free throws. First one's up. No good. Ugly miss, too. Yikes. Yikes. And the second free throw is up, and that is... Oh, my goodness. She missed them both. It's that kind of night, folks. It's that kind of night. Aaliyah Boston missed both free throws. Now, here comes Washington. It's tough. 56-46. Washington's got the ball with McMahon, Dugalich, Betts, Prosper, and Wilson. Shot clock to 9. Wilson, and a foul. Another foul here. And that's going to be an offensive foul? Offensive foul against Lauren Betts as she was hooking the defender. So that's going to be Indiana basketball. Indiana basketball. She was hooking Aaliyah Boston as she was wanting that ball. So Indiana's got to capitalize here off that turnover, off that mistake. And here is Ty Harris over to Kelsey Mitchell. Back to Ty Harris for 3. No good. Can the Fever score a jump shot? Here's Boston on the offensive rebound. She's got a double team, and she'll draw a foul. And Washington wants a review. Dugalis didn't think she fouled, but this is going to be 2 free throws coming up for Aaliyah Boston. Her last trip at the line, she missed both free throws. She's got to make these. How often do you call the Fever games? Rita, I call all 44 games this year. All 44 games for Indiana. This is game 3 of 44. I'll be here for the remainder and the postseason too. Playoffs. Boston first free throw is up, and there you go, Aaliyah. There you go. That was a foul against Angela Dugalich from UCLA, the rookie for Washington. Her first foul. Misha Hines-Allen will check in for Mo Billings. Misha Hines-Allen checked in for the first time late in the second quarter. She checks in here in the second half. Now, Boston will knock down both free throws, and the crowd applauds it. 56-48, 8-point lead for Washington. They'll be shooting on the right side of the court in their white uniforms with McMahon, Dugalich, Lauren Betts, Prosper, and Wilson on the floor. And here's Allie Wilson for the Mystics, curling off the screen from Dugalich. Back to Dugalich, top of the key against Misha Hines-Allen. Shot clock to 7. She goes to the backdoor cutter, Prosper. She's got Boston and Sophie on her, and she will... Did she travel? I think she traveled. It's Fever basketball. Credit to Sophie and Boston's defense right there. That was phenomenal. That was a good defensive stop right there for Indiana. The crowd loves it. Now let's see if you guys can capitalize off of that. 56-48, 3:54 left to go. Here comes Boston into the front court. And Boston is looking to hand this off. She fakes the handoff to Harris. Harris off the screen from Misha. Misha slips to the rim. Out to Boston for a wide open 3. Boston misses. And the rebound falls to Washington. I'd like to see Indiana go more inside because Indiana, they are shooting 32% from downtown. 32% from downtown. I think they're shooting way too many threes. McMahon misses the layup, and now here comes Fever back the other way off the miss. A stop and pop 3 for Mitchell. As I say that, she makes a 3. She makes a 3. 56-51. There's life now. 3:18 left to go. The crowd is on their feet, and the Mystics call a timeout. Mystics call a timeout with 3:18 to go here. In the third quarter, it's a 5-point lead. Right when I say, man, they're missing too many threes. And I mean, they missed all but 1 3 since the first quarter. And right when I say that, Kelsey Mitchell says, you know what? I'm going to shoot another 3. And she knocks down that one. And now she's 6 for 14 with 14 points. So can she find her groove? And then Caitlin Clark, when she checks back in, can she find her offensive groove? Because if they can, well, then they can flip the table right back over against the Mystics. Whew. My goodness. All right, I'm going to go get me something to drink. I'm going to grab me a water. If you guys want anything, let me know. Hit that thumbs up on the live stream. We're 30 away from 600 likes. Tom, appreciate you, man. We love it too, guys. Thank y'all so much for the support here tonight. Thank y'all so very much. David Barnett, Both trades have almost the same score. Really? Interesting. All right. Well, out of the commercial break, timeout made by the Mystics. Here they come with McMahon, Dugalich, Betts, Harmon, and Prosper. Prosper for the Mystics, guarded by Mitchell. Handoff, Dugalich feeds it inside to Lauren Betts, the rookie. She'll turn, she'll fire, she'll miss, gets her own rebound, put back. It rattles in for the rookie, Lauren Betts. 58-51. It's Fever basketball with Boston, Mitchell, Hines Allen, Harris, and Lexi Hall. 2:51 to go. Boston driving against Harmon, out to Lexi, over to Harris on the near side wing. Puts the ball on the floor against Harmon. Harris looking right, finds Hines Allen. Handoff goes to Harris, and the ball's knocked loose by Betts and out of bounds. So it's going to be Fever basketball with 4 seconds on the shot clock. And there you see the Mystics defense once again. One of the best defenses so far early in this season of the WNBA. Betts will check out. Kiki checks in. Amore in for Bet. Amore, Austin, and Kiki are in. Ball's inbounded. Hines Allen for three. Hines misses the three. Rebound. Batted up in the air. Won by Kiki. I still think Indiana shooting way too many threes. I didn't like that shot there for Hines Allen. 16 on the shot clock. Here's inside. Austin turns. Fires and scores. Mystics, my goodness. 32 points in the paint. That's another area they're winning this game heavily. 32 points in the paint compared to the Fever's 12. 12. My goodness. 60-51, down by 9. Mitch, we got an offensive foul called against Misha Hines Allen on the top of the key, knocking over McMahon. It's a turnover. Mystics ball. Rita with the $10 dono. I'm so happy you're calling the Fever games. Rita, we are absolutely happy and excited to do it again. This is our 3rd season covering Indiana. Thank you for being a part of this, and thank you, Rita, so much for the support. Thank you for the $10 donation. You did not have to do that, and we thank you so very much. Thank you, Rita. Who's winning the rebounding battle right now? It is Washington 29 to Indiana's 23 on the rebounds. It's Washington basketball. Amore to Kiki for 3. Kiki knocks down a 3. Kiki knocks down a top of the key 3. Wow. 51-63, and a bad pass for Indiana leads to a turnover, and it's going to go back to Washington. That is now 9 turnovers for Indiana. 1:39 to go. On the floor for Washington, it's Kiki, Austin, Citron, Amore, and Prosper. Amore bounce pass on the inbound, and a layup is there for Sonia Citron. 65-51. Timeout, Indiana. This is the largest lead right now for Washington. 14-point lead for the Mystics. Timeout, Indiana. Indiana in the bonus for a lot of this quarter, and for whatever reason, they just kept shooting 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. When you're in the bonus, you got to be aggressive, and you got to attack the paint. But the team that's attacking the paint here tonight is Washington. They have 34 points in the paint, the Mystics. Indiana's got 12. 12-34 in favor of Washington. Wow. Just tuning in, Washington might be the real deal this year, says Treddy Claus. Well, there's no doubt about their talent, right? They're a young team. Sonia Citron, Kiki Irafin, and then Amore is back for them. Those were 3 of the top 6 picks from last year's draft. And Amore, she's back. Kiki, Sonia, they're looking great. Shakira Austin, she's averaging 17 and 10. Kiki's averaging 16 and 14. Citron averaging over 20 points a game. This is a team that plays really, really solid defense. They play very physical. They rebound the second best in the league. And right now, they are in control of this game. They've been in control of this game for the most part since the ending of that first quarter. Jim Rogers with a 3-month highlighted comment says, this is my 3rd season watching Fever games. Same, Jim, same. A lot of us, this is our 3rd season together watching the Fever. So let's go, Jim. Thank you for the 3 months, buddy. Thank you. All right, here we go. Caitlin Clark's back out there. It's Fever basketball. Caitlin finds a wide-open Hines Allen for the 3. Another missed 3 for Hines Allen and the Fever as she tried to get the steal right back, but it's going to be fought for and won by Lexi Hall. So Fever regained the ball. They have another look here with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. Caitlin Clark going to work on Citron, driving baseline. Blocked by Kiki. Blocked by Kiki. Into the hands now of a Billings. She misses the layup. She rebounds her own miss. And out to Lexi Hall. Back inside to Billings. Backing down Kiki. Finds the cutter. And Lexi pull-up jump shot. There you go. What a pass by Billings, and wait for Lexi to get out open into underneath the rim for an easy bucket, an easy look. I want to see more of that. More off-ball movement around instead of just settling for threes. Here's Austin Billings, I'm sorry, into the paint for a layup. 67-53. Shakira Austin's got 17 points. That's what she averages so far on the season. And back to the way with 28 seconds to go, we're going to get a whistle here. After the Shakira Austin layup, a foul committed by Prosper will send Indiana to the bonus. We'll send them to the line for 2 shots. This will be 2 free throws coming up for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark. Now, all of Caitlin Clark's points since the first quarter have come from the free throw line. She has not scored from the field since that second made 3 she made early in the first quarter. And both free throws are up and good. 67-55, 28 seconds left to go. It's Washington basketball. Amore brings it across the timeline, shooting on the right side of the court. Amore looking left. She'll hand it off to Shakira Austin. Austin looking for Sonia to get open. The ball's popped loose by Billings into the hands of Ty Harris. It's a steal with 12 seconds left. Ahead to Caitlin, and she's blocked for a layup by Shakira Austin. Shakira Austin with a block to CC. Caitlin thought she had a layup, and Shakira came flying in with a right-hand block out of bounds. Ball's inbounded, and Lexi with a 3. Lexi with a corner 3 with 3 seconds left. 2, 1, Amore, and the time expires, and that does it for the third quarter. It is a 9-point game. It's 67-58 after that Lexi Hall corner 3. Hopefully that sparks some life going into the fourth. So here's what I need you guys to do. I need you to hold up 4 fingers. Everybody, hold up 4 fingers high in the air. Hold up those 4s for me. As it's time. It's time for what we call the clutch quarter right here on the Sports Fury, because it's not how you start, it is how you finish. That's all that matters. It's how you finish these games. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. Woo. Williams says, how can this be? Washington Bigs are dominating. I mean, they do have 2 of the top 5 rebounders in this league so far. Shakira Austin averaging 17 and 10, and Shakira's got 17 points right now with 5 rebounds and multiple blocks. Kiki Irfin, she averages 16 and 14 a game. She's got 17 and 9, Kiki Irfin here tonight. The defense, they're one of the best defenses in the league through the first 2 games of the season, and that's showing here a lot here tonight. The Bigs are dominating. They're dominating in the paint, 36-12 against Indiana in the paint. So the Bigs, Washington, Sonia Citron, she's got 13 points. She averages 22 a game. She's got 13 right now. And for Indiana, they're just missing a lot of shots, man, against this tough defense. They're missing a lot of shots. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark are not having the best of shooting nights. Kelsey Mitchell, 6 for 14, and Caitlin Clark is 2 for 15. She has not scored since the first quarter from the field. So let's get ready for this clutch quarter, because why? There's still plenty of time left. There's a whole quarter left. Indiana's down by 9 points. You can still turn this around and win this game and snatch it away from Washington here at home. So the home crowd's got to be fired up. Fever fans got to get that temperature rising as Indiana tries to clutch this out here in the clutch quarter against a young Washington team. Yeah, let's turn off that bonus as we get ready for the clutch quarter. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the stream. Thank y'all hitting that thumbs up. We just cracked 600 likes on the stream. Thank you guys. Now, I want to take a look at that Pistons-Cavaliers game. It's a 14-point lead for Detroit. 14-point lead for Detroit. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for the updates on the scores. 67-58. Leading score for this game is Shakira Austin with 17 points here in this through three quarters. Through three quarters. So let's get busy. Let's ante up and kick in right here. All right, here we go. Mo Billings right now is being interviewed, and the interviewer just asked her, "How do you guys get more aggressive in the paint?" Exactly. And she says, "What we got to do is we got to kick that ball into the paint." Exactly. You guys were in the bonus. Indiana was in the bonus for a long time in that third quarter, and they didn't attack the defense in the bonus. You got to do that. You just have to. You got to. All right, here we go. Start in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Mystics basketball going from left to right on the screen in their white uniforms. Amor quickly bringing it to the front court. Bounce pass to Shakira Austin, who's got 17 points. She'll drive on Billings, and she'll shoot. She'll miss. Rebound goes Caitlin Clark. Can the Fever eat into the lead here? As CC brings up the ball, she's out there with Hines Allen, Harris, Hall, and Billings. And we're going to get an offensive foul. Caitlin was going to make that three, and Hines Allen turns over the ball with an offensive foul. She was setting against McMahon. You got to set your feet if you're going to hit a screen. She was moving, setting that screen, so that's an offensive foul all day. It's going to be Mystics basketball. And Mystics off the turnover. They'll try to score here. Austin inside to McMahon. Turn around. One leg. Turnaround shot is good. 69-58. 69-58. 9:18 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Hines Allen fakes the handoff to Lexi Hull. She's running around. She'll hand it off instead to Caitlin. She'll shoot a three. Caitlin Clark from downtown. Finally, she makes her third only field goal. First field goal since the first quarter, and it's from downtown to cut the lead to 8. CC 4-3. Now step up and get a stop here. Stops and shots right now is what the Fever need. Kiki baseline jump shot, no good. Rebound falls to Mo Billings, and here comes Caitlin Clark into the front court. CC, she's going to work on Amor. She's looking left. She hands it out to Billings. Back to CC for 3. Caitlin Clark makes it a 5-point game with 8.5 to go. Get on your feet, Indiana. The temperature is rising. We're about to get ourselves a fever. Now get some more stops and shots, CC. And then we're going to have a whistle on the other side of the ball. Let me see that Caitlin Clark emote here in the chat. If you're a channel member, drop that Caitlin Clark emote. CC knocking down a pair of threes here in the clutch quarter, and now she's at 17 points to match Kiki and Shakira. Ball's inbounded. 8:16 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 9 on the shot clock. Austin handing off to Sonia Citron, and she's in entanglement with Lexi Hall, and they're going to call. Is that a jump ball, or is that a foul against Lexi? I couldn't see the referee and what he called. Are we getting a jump ball? It's an 11-2 run for Indiana here. 11-2 run. Since the closing of this third quarter, entering the fourth quarter. No, it's not a jump ball. It's going to be a foul against Lexi. She was arguing for a jump ball, but no dice. Ball's inbounded. Got to get a stop here. Down by 5. Fever looking for a stop. Austin looking inside. Bad pass meant for Citron. Stolen up by Caitlin. Caitlin making plays. Ahead to Mo Billings. And she draws a foul from Shakira Austin. Mo Billings for 2 shots. Caitlin Clark with the steal. And Caitlin Clark set up Billings at the rim. And Shakira thought she was going to have herself another block. But instead, she hits the top of the head of Mo Billings. And that will be free throws. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. 75 away from 700 likes. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Billings will miss the first free throw. It's a 5-point game now, folks. It's a 5-point game. Caitlin out there making plays when it matters the most. Second free throw is up, and it's good for Mo Billings to cut the lead to 4. Shakira Austin, by the way, picked up her third foul, and now here come the Mystics with Kiki, Austin, Citron, McMahon, and Amore. And it's Amore with the possession. She's going to get screened by Citron. Double screen there with Kiki. She's guarded by Ty Harris. She'll take her inside, and the ball's knocked loose. It's a steal from Mo Billings. It's a steal by Mo Billings and a foul against Washington in transition. Mo with the steal, and she's fouled by Kiki. How about Mo Billings? Ladies and gentlemen, Mo Billings with 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal right there. We're getting a timeout. A Mystics timeout, and right now they were just discussing on whether or not that should have been a transition take foul. After Billings stole the ball, she was fouled by Kiki in transition. The broadcasters think that should have been called a transition take foul, because if that was called that, then that would have been the free throw and the possession, which could be a 3 or 4 point play in favor of Indiana, which could tie up the game. But they did not call that. They called that a common foul against Kiki, and that's going to be her first foul. So Billings with a clutch steal right there. It's going to be Fever basketball out of the timeout. It's now 65-69, a 4-point lead for Washington. It's a 7-2 run here in the fourth quarter for Indiana. Caitlin Clark knocked down 2 threes. Caitlin Clark then stole the ball. She hit Mo Billings in transition, who goes up for a layup. She draws a shooting foul from Shakira Austin. She goes to the free throw line. She makes 1 of 2 of those free throws. And then back on the other side, Mo Billings steals the ball again on the Mystics. And then she got fouled by Kiki, and that's where we're at right now. So Caitlin Clark, she was struggling mightily from the field shooting-wise. She had 2 early shots in the first quarter and then did not score again until the fourth quarter from the field. And what does she do? She knocks down 3s. And then she stole the ball. We have a $2 donation from Scott H. as Mo is getting decent numbers, solid play. I think Mo was so vital for the Fever in this game. Those 7 rebounds. Going up against the second best rebounding team in the WNBA so far, Mo Billings was crucial tonight, and she has proven that. Defensively, scoring-wise, and rebounding-wise. Mo Billings is going to play a big role for Indiana this season, especially against a team like this. A sizable team like this. Hey, Steven Inks, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. What's up, man? So that's now 11 made threes for Indiana tonight. As you see on the splash counter, that's 11 made threes for Indiana. Washington's got 5. Washington's got 5. My goodness, man. 855 people in the building, 50 likes away from 700. Thank you so much for the support here tonight. Thank you for the support. We're coming back. Our next live stream for Indiana will be on Sunday. It's going to be on Sunday, folks, as Indiana will be taking on the Seattle Storm right here at home against Seattle. So if you're going to come hang out with us, we'll be live on Sunday. We hope to see you. And we'll be live all season long. So whenever you have some time, come hang out. All right, let's do this. We're coming out of the commercial break at 7:39 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 69-65, a 4-point game. Have you been watching Olivia Miles? Oh, yeah, she's been incredible. 7:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's Indiana basketball with Kiki, Shakira Austin, Citron, McMahon, and Harmon on the floor for Mystics. For the Fever, it's Billings, Mitchell, Clark, Hines Allen, Lexi Hole. Here's Hines Allen fed inside, and Hines Allen scores a bucket underneath to cut the lead to 2. She cuts the lead to 2. It's 69-67. Caitlin Clark with the assist, her 4th of the game. And now it's Mystics basketball. They lead by only 2 now. Citron to Harmon. Inside, Kiki. And she's got Hines Allen to her back. Turnaround fire. No good. Hines Allen with the defensive stop and the rebound. Here come the Fever looking to tie or take the lead. CC for 3 and the lead. Yes! Yes! CC for 3. CC for 3. CC for 3. It's a 9-0 run for Indiana. Caitlin Clark emotes in the chat. Caitlin Clark emotes in the chat. 70-69. And here come the Mystics. They're struggling now in the fourth quarter. This is why we say this is the clutch quarter. Oh, and Citron's going to draw a shooting foul from Lexi Hall with 6:27 to go. Citron, 2 free throws coming up for her. 2 free throws coming up for her. It's a huge run right now for Indiana to regain the lead. This is why we call it the clutch quarter. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But there's still 6:27 left to go in this ball game, so it's not over yet. Sonia at the line, shooting 2 shots. First one's up, and it is good. And it is good. Jolly says, just when we needed the most, right? And now it's going to be Lexi Hall checking out, Sophie checking in. Prosper will check in for Rory Harmon of the Mystics. Lauren Best just checked in for Shakira Austin. Sonia, 1 more free throw. It's up, and it's good. Mystics regain the lead 71-70 with 6:25 to go. Here comes Caitlin Clark now with 20 points out there with Sophie, Mitchell, Billings, and Hines Allen. Caitlin from deep for 3. No good, no foul. Rebounded by Sonia Citron. Up by 1. Here come the Mystics shooting on the right side of the court in their white uniforms. And here's Kiki. Dumps it inside of Lauren Betts and out of bounds over the head. It's a turnover. Whose ball? Fever ball. Fever ball. That's 15 turnovers now for Washington. Now Caitlin Clark will bring it up for Indiana, shooting on the left side of the court. Caitlin and the Fever down by 1. She's looking left, bounce pass to Kelsey Mitchell, handoff back to Caitlin off the double screen from Mo Billings and Mitchell back to Kelsey. Kelsey over to Sophie. She'll drive. Sophie Cunningham layup, good! Sophie Cunningham down the baseline. 72-71 Indiana. 72-71 Indiana. 5:34 left to go in the fourth quarter. And here's Citron off the handoff from Kiki, driving down the lane. Layup is up, and it's good for Sonia. 73-72. Back to the way, quick strike, layup. Billings misses a layup. Billings misses a wide open layup. Rebounded by Prosper. Ahead to McMahon. McMahon fouled by Misha Hines Allen. 73-72. Hines Allen the foul. We have a $2 donation from Alex. Says, how many 3-pointers does Caitlin Clark have? Caitlin Clark, she has 5 made threes. 5 made threes, Alex. Woo-hoo. Ball's inbounded. Citron, the Mystics have the ball. Cross court to the near side. Citron to Kiki. She'll drive on Hines Allen. Hook shot, it's up, and the hook shot is good. 75-72. Mystics lead it by 3. Caitlin quickly to the front court. Baseline pass to Sophie, and the ball's out of bounds. And I think we're going to get, is that a foul? Sophie Cunningham is all smiles being helped up by her teammates. Sophie Cunningham got fouled here by McMahon. Sophie emotes in the chat. There you go. There you go. $2 donation from Scott H. And Sophie has heart. Miles of it. Miles of it. She wants that extension. Ball's inbounded. Kelsey for 3. Kelsey the miss. And rebounded by Citron. Mitchell, 6 for 15 tonight shooting. Definitely her worst shooting night of the season so far. Here's Citron, bounce pass to Kiki. Kiki dribbles it out, now to Prosper for 3. On the near side wing, no good. Long rebound falls to Sophie Cunningham. Sophie to Caitlin, off the screen from Billings. Now she brings out McMahon with 17 on the shot clock, 4.5 to go in the game clock. She takes her baseline, and Caitlin scores a driving layup down the baseline. 75-74, 1-point lead for Washington. Mystics have the ball. 4:17 to go. McMahon driving layup. No good. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Billings. It's going to stay Mystics ball. Wow, what a layup by Caitlin Clark on that other end. 75-74, 4:12 to go. It's a 1-point game. All right, ball's going to be about from the baseline. And it's going to be McMahon to Kiki Irfin on the far side wing. Handoff goes McMahon. Shot clock to 10 to the near side. Citron, show and go, pass into the post. It's Austin, layup, blocked by Billings, and here come the Fever. Handoff from Billings to Caitlin. Caitlin, baseline, Kelsey, layup, good, baby! And the Fever take a 76-75 lead. Billings' block leads to a Kelsey Mitchell layup assisted by Caitlin Clark. 76-75. 3:40 to go. Oh, Caitlin Clark could have got caught for a foul right there. And a missed shot there by McMahon, but it's cleaned up by Kiki. 77-76. 3:27 to go. 3:24 to go. Caitlin Clark bounced past to Kelsey Mitchell. Against Sonia Citron in the right corner. 3:19 to go. Kelsey against Sonia. Driving baseline. Blocked by Citron. Oh, wait. They're going to call a foul. That's going to be a shooting foul against Sonia. And with 3:15 to go, we got a 1-point lead for Washington. And we're going to get a Washington timeout. When we come back, 2 free throws coming up for Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, 2 free throws. Who's Your Daddy says, I love the community. Josh, Who's Your Daddy, thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for being here for the conclusion of this ball game. We have almost 1,000 people in the stream. We are 12 likes away from 700. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what's going on in that Cavaliers game. It is 98-85. Oh, my goodness. What a crazy game, man. What a crazy game. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why is the Gamecast saying the Mystics challenged that? I didn't hear them say that they were. Oh, my goodness. On ESPN, it says it was a challenge. I hate when there's a challenge and they immediately go to commercial break without informing or making it clear that there was a challenge. There was a challenge by the Mystics there. The call on the floor was Sonia Citron shooting foul, and they're going to, according to this, they're going to win this challenge. It says call overturned. They're going to say it's a block from Sonia Citron. So for those just tuning in, right before the commercial break, it was a shooting foul from Sonia Citron to Kelsey Mitchell, and they challenged that, and it's going to be a successful challenge, and they're going to say it's a block by Sonia. So no free throws for Kelsey Mitchell. 3:50 to go. We're going to have a jump ball here now. Because it was a block, the call was overturned. It's going to be, 2 timeouts back for the Mystics, 2 timeouts for the Fever. Jump ball at center court. 2 timeouts apiece. Hey, what's up, guys, for the Pistons stream? Hit that thumbs up. I don't know what the score is, but best of luck. Best of luck. We're still here in the fourth quarter with 3:15 to go. More substitutions happening. Come on, let's go. Can we get the jump ball? My goodness. And there's the jump ball finally after like 20 minutes. Mystics have the ball with 3:09 to go in the fourth quarter. 76-77, up by 1. Here come the Mystics. And here we go. And here is Prosper, top of the key. Feeds it inside to Austin. And now it's to Kiki for a layup. 79-76. 79-76. 2:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. 79-76. I did, Frank, so fuck you, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I did. I'm literally calling a game, and I did. So, thanks, buddy. Here's Billings on a spin. Layup missed there, and it's rebounded by Shakira Austin. Her 6th rebound. Fuck you. 2:23 to go. And here is Austin setting the screen here for Amor and a foul. That's going to be a foul with 2:19 to go. Let me fix that timer. I don't know why it jumped up there like that. That's going to be a foul here. This is the closing moments of the game. Ball's inbound in 2:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 79-76. And another foul. This one from Kelsey Mitchell. And a 6-0 run after the free throws are done. 81-76. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my goodness. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Step back 3. Kelsey Mitchell. She continues to miss. It's a 5-point game. And we're going to get a jump ball after the rebound. A jump ball. Mo Billings will be jumping this one for the Indiana Fever. And that's and also going to be Shakira Austin. Under 2 minutes to go. Five-point game. Under 2 minutes to go. Mystics are in the bonus. Mystics are in the bonus. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Christine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, White County Rockstar. Thank you, brother. Ball's up, and it's going to be won by the Mystics. Sonia Citron quickly into the front court. Citron into the front court under 2 minutes ago. And here is Austin. Handoff back to Sonia. They're up by 5. Fever in need of a stop. It's going to be Lexi on Sonia. Turns, fires. No good. And a whistle again. And that's going to be free throws for Washington, up by 5. They're going to call Mo Billings for a shooting foul. And Citron will go to the line for 2 free throws with 1:41 to go. And wait, we're going to get a challenge by Stephanie White now. Thank you for making that clear, broadcast. Thank you. We're going to get a challenge here by Stephanie White. The call on the floor is Mo Billings shooting foul, which will send Citron to the line for 2 shots. Oh, thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Eileen. Appreciate you. Thank you. Well, it's a commercial break. It's a timeout here. It's a timeout taken by Indiana because they're challenging the call on the floor. We already saw a challenge here by the Washington Mystics, which was successful. Can the Indiana Fever do the same? Is this going to be a successful challenge? Can we get this game going? There's so much stoppages, and the refs are taking forever to do everything. Even a jump ball is taking like 20 minutes. My God. So this will be an unsuccessful challenge, and it will be free throws for Sonia Citron with 1:41 to go. And the free throws are up, and they're good. 83-76. And now the Fever need a lot of work here in the last minute and a half. Hines Allen, Caitlin for three. Caitlin Clark again from downtown. CC for three. We haven't had a whole lot of flow here in the last few minutes of this fourth quarter, as there was a lot of stoppages. But Caitlin Clark makes it a 4-point game with 1:23 to go. It's a 4-point game. Caitlin knocks down her 6 made three, folks. Her 6 made three. 7 the shot clock. Bounce pass to Citron against Lexi. She turns, she fires, and Sonia makes it. 85-79. And we have a foul. Gary Hatter. Thank you so much, Gary. Appreciate it for the 2, man. Thank you, Gary. Too sweet. 1:09 to go. We have a foul here. And that's going to go against Prosper. That's going to go Prosper. All right, so it's Fever basketball. Ball's inbounded with 1:07 to go. Handoff. Caitlin, another D3. Caitlin in and out. Oh, my goodness. That went halfway in and out. And here come the Mystics back to the way with 54 seconds to go. It's Mystics basketball. Caitlin Clark. And another foul. And it's going to go against Caitlin. No flow in this fourth quarter all of a sudden. Just nothing but foul fest. Fouls, reviews, jump balls. 2 shots coming up for Washington. Caitlin Clark fouls against Amore. Rough call. Free throw number 1 is up, and Amore's good on the free throw. Wow, tough. Thank you for guys for over 800 likes. Thank you. Second free throw is up, and that is good. And a timeout taken by Indiana. Timeout taken by Indiana. Or is that reset timeout? That's a reset timeout taken by Indiana. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, man. Ball's inbounded here. 49 seconds left. Hines Allen pump fake up and under maneuver. It's up. It's good. 81-87. 44 seconds left. Mystics are going to inbound. Mystics inbound. Sonia inbound to Amore. 42 seconds. Up top to Prosper. She's holding here. Lexi out to meet her to the baseline. Hines Allen with the steal. Hines Allen with the steal. Caitlin Clark Mitchell for 3. Kelsey Mitchell from downtown. Kelsey makes it a 3-point game with 28 seconds. And the Mystics call a timeout. Oh, did that just happen? Did that just happen? Oh my God. Oh my. Hines Allen with the score. And then Hines Allen with the steal. And then Caitlin assists to Kelsey Mitchell for a deep 3 to make it a 3-point game. Hines Allen just made some plays just then. Scored and a steal that led to 3 on the other end. That's a 5-point swing to make it a 3-point game. With 28 seconds, commercial break, timeout, Washington. Jake B with a 2 says, Josh, I think Cavs are in trouble for game 7. Uh-oh. So let's see. Pistons 112-91. They controlled this game. They controlled this game. Wow. Thank you, Jake B. Thank you. All right, well, it's a 3-point lead for Washington out of the timeout with 28 seconds left. (87-84). Ball's inbounded from the far sideline. Inbounds to Shakira Austin. She's double teamed. Shakira's in trouble. A trap. Pass to Sonia. And a whistle. Timeout. They took a timeout. Mystics full timeout here. Another timeout with 24 seconds left. What's up, Hijinks? No timeouts left for Washington now. 24 seconds, yet another timeout commercial break. Whoo. 87-84. Washington calls a timeout because they were trapped there on the sideline. Can Indiana pull it off? Can they get a steal? Possibly tie the game? Maybe we even have an overtime. Maybe we have an overtime. All right, Mystics are going to inbound here. They do so with 24 seconds left. 20. And here's Amore. Amore on the top of the circle. Amore, 13 seconds. She's off the Shakira Austin screen, and she'll bounce passes to Kiki. Kiki misses, gets her own rebound, falls. Ball's loose. High Zalin. Oh, there's a foul. Wait, who was fouled? Shakira Austin fouled the loose ball. Shakira Austin fouled. Indiana's in the bonus. Oh my goodness. Georgie, at least you guys do. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. 5 seconds left here in the game clock. 87-84. Here's Hines Allen at the line, shooting 2. First free throw is up. It's good. 85-87. Hines Allen coming up in the clutch, folks. Coming up in the clutch. She can make it a 1-point game. Raven Johnson's going to check in for Caitlin Clark for defensive purposes. Raven just checked in for Caitlin. 5 seconds left. Second free throw's up. It's good. 87-86. And Mystics call a reset timeout with 5.8 seconds remaining. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. This is happening. Mystics are going to inbound from the left sideline. Ball's inbounded, and it's a foul. Lexi Hull fouls. I believe that was Citron. I wish they would stop just zooming in so much. It's going to be Sonia to the line for 2 free throws. Imagine if she misses one of these 2 free throws. Oh, man. If she misses one of these 2 free throws, folks, even if she makes both of them, Fever still will have a timeout and down 1 possession. First free throw's up. It's good. 88-86. 2-point game. Clark will check back in for Raven Johnson for offensive purposes. Second free throw for Sonia is good. 89-86. 3-point game. Timeout, Indiana. Timeout. Full timeout here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They have 3. They're 3 points away from possibly tying this game and sending it to overtime. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is crazy. You feel it in your gut. You feel it in the pit of your stomach right now. 86-89. Indiana will come out of the timeout with the ball with 5 seconds left. That's plenty of time to get a look off. A good play. That's plenty of time to get a good play off. 89-86. It's going to be Caitlin Clark out there, who's got 6 made threes with 25 points. Sophie would check in for Billings. So it's going to be Sophie out there with... Sophie is going to inbound. She's out there with Hines Allen, Lexi Hull, Caitlin Clark, and Kelsey Mitchell. Oh my goodness, can they do it? Sophie will inbound for the sideline. She does to Hines, to Caitlin for the tie. Yes! Caitlin Clark ties the game. CC for 3 ties the game. Oh my goodness. 1.7 seconds left and Caitlin ties the game. Oh my God. Caitlin Clark ties the game. They're going to put more time on. There's 2.3 seconds, they're saying. Let me see that Caitlin Clark emote in the chat. Caitlin Clark emote in the chat. 2.3 seconds remaining here. Oh my God, there's 2.3 seconds remaining. Mystics inbound. Here's Citron with the... She didn't even get the ball off. That's it. That's overtime. We got overtime. We have overtime here in Indiana. Oh my God. We have a $2 donation from Jim Rogers. As rough as it's been for CC, she still has 25 points. Dude, she came through in the clutch. She came through in the clutch. You know what's crazy? Sonia Citron with the half-court heave, it went in, but she didn't get it off in time. Right? Right? Wait, no, they're counting that? They're counting that? Why are you going to commercial break? They counted that? 92-89? What? Sonia Citron, she knocked down a 3 and they're counting it? Why'd you go to commercial break? They're reviewing this and now they're taking the points away. Okay, oh my goodness. That was a roller coaster of emotions. That was a roller coaster of emotions. My God. I didn't think she got that off in time. And then they put 3 on the board, making it 92-89. They go to commercial break, and I had to see it on ESPN's Gamecast that they overturned it. They took 3 back off the board, 89-89. I'm sorry about that. That was crazy. Overtime. Overtime. Oh my goodness, that was okay. That was crazy. I didn't think she made that. So I'm like, it's overtime. And then all of a sudden they put 3 on the board. They put they put 3 on the board for Citron. I'm like, no way. And I'm like, wait a minute. As I'm realizing they put 3 on the board, they go to commercial break. And then I see on the Gamecast on ESPN that they overturned it and they took the 3 back off. And we're gonna get overtime. Don't scare me like that, Ion. Don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that. Oh my goodness, man. All right. Josh takes his job as serious. Caitlin Clark, you have no idea. You have no idea. I take everything serious. I mean, you have to, right? You got to take your job serious. Everything matters. Every little detail matters because in the end, it all matters. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. That is not a lie. We're going to have overtime. Extra basketball here. We're tied at 89 thanks to Caitlin Clark's threes, Kelsey Mitchell 3, and Hines Allen. Let's not forget about Hines Allen. Hines Allen came through and made some crucial plays down the stretch. If it wasn't for the all-around effort, Caitlin Clark knocking down the threes, tying the game, Kelsey hitting that 3 earlier, and Hines Allen making plays on both ends of the court, we're not in this situation. So good team effort to force overtime. We got a $20 donation from El Chingon. What up, Fury? Hello to the Fury family. Let's go, Fever! El Chingon. Thank you for the $20 bomb. Thank you for the $20 bomb. Thank you, brother. Rajir says, what a game this is. This is incredible, man. This was insane. Thank you, Real Talk. Appreciate you, man. Reggie, I'm sorry about the loss today, man, for the Cavs, brother. Well, we're going to have game 7 after all. Sorry, man. What? Here we go. We're at center court, ready for overtime and the jump ball. On the floor for the Mystics, it's Kiki, Austin, Citron, McMahon, and Prosper. For the Fever, it's Billings, Clark, Mitchell, Hines, Allen, Lexi Hall. The tip is off, and it's going to be the Mystics basketball. They're shooting on the right side of the court. Oh, yeah, let's put 5 minutes on the clock. Let's put 5 minutes on the clock. Come on, there we go. 4:47 to go. Here's Citron for 3. Citron the miss. Rebound, Mo Billings. And a loose ball foul called against Washington. And that's going to go against Washington. That loose ball foul. 4:43 left to go. Whose ball? Fever ball. Fever basketball. And thank y'all for hitting that like button. We're 29 away from 900. 29 away from 900. 4:40 left to go here in the overtime. It's Indiana basketball shooting on the left side. Kelsey Mitchell, hand off to the Caitlin for 3 in the lead. No, it's going to be out and out of bounds. Last touch by Kiki. It's still Fever basketball. Whoo. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. That's what Caitlin Clark's doing here in the fourth quarter, dropping bombs. Caitlin Clark on the inbound against McMahon. Takes her off the dribble inside. Caitlin, bounce pass. Mitchell, floater. Count it, baby. It's 91-89. Kelsey Mitchell with an 8-foot jump shot, assisted by Caitlin Clark. She's got 6 assists now. We're at 91-89 as Citron then just ties it up at 91 apiece. Lexi in transition for 3. That's going to be a miss. Rebounded by McMahon. And here come the Mystics into the front court. We're all tied at 91. McMahon against Caitlin in the post. She's going to turn. She's going to fire on Caitlin, and she'll score the turnaround jump shot to give the Mystics a 93-91 lead. 93-91 lead. Washington up by 2. 3:42 to go. Here's Caitlin Clark into the front court. CC looks to her right, finds Hines Allen, hands back off to Caitlin. Caitlin with 7 on the shot clock. Bad pass meant for Kelsey, goes out of bounds, and Kelsey dives into the front row. And it's going to be a turnover. Mystics ball up by 2. Woo. Ooh, it's going to be Mystics basketball. Sonia Citron into the front court. Up by 2. Citron drives, blows by Lexi, and she'll score a layup. 95-91, 4-point lead for Washington with 3:14 remaining in this overtime. Caitlin going baseline layup, goes right down the lane for a layup, right back on the other side. Now she's at 29 points, 30 points. 2:57. And here's Austin inside. Austin with the layup on the other side, making it 97-93. 4-point game. 4-point game. Down by 4. Here come the Indiana Fever. Here's Kelsey Mitchell against McMahon. Crossover, step back 3. Kelsey Mitchell from downtown. Woo! Crossover, dribble, step back 3. Kelsey Mitchell cuts the lead to 1. Sonia going to work on Lexi down the lane. Layup is no good. Rebound and put back by Kiki is 99-96. Kiki's got 25 points and 12 rebounds. Lexi the drive. Lexi blocked at the rim by Sonia, by Shakira Austin. Blocked out of bounds by Shakira Austin. Kelsey Mitchell thought she had a layup, and Austin with another block. 1.2 thousand people in the house. We just hit over 900 likes. Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up. Ball's inbounded to Caitlin. She'll drive, layup, reverse. Got it against Austin. 99-98. 1-point game with 2:05 to go. Citron will bring up the ball. She's guarded by Lexi Hull. She looks over to Kiki. Kiki, bad pass. Meant for Sonia, stolen up by Lexi. 2 now. Kelsey Mitchell, layup is up. No good. She missed the layup, and Austin's got the rebound. Outlet goes to Sonia. Sonia to McMahon, wide open. 4-3, and the lead is now up to 99-98. Oh, I forgot to update that. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. 102-98, 4-point lead. Clark for 3. No good. Rebound falls to McMahon, and we got a loose ball foul. Loose ball foul. It's 102-98. 102-98. It's going to be a loose ball foul called against Kiki. Loose ball foul called against Kiki with 1:29 to go. And Indiana's going to call a timeout. Indiana calls a timeout here. Oh, my goodness. 1:29 to go. Indiana's down by 4 right now in overtime. Down by 4. Indiana timeout. We are 80 likes away from 1,000, 80 away from 1,000. So thank y'all for hitting that thumbs up. Wow. What an intense game. What an intense game. I'm just realizing how crazy our fantasy team is doing. Yeah, it's going crazy, man. This game is crazy, though. Timeout made by the Fever. It's 102-98, 1:29 left to go. Down by 4. Fever. Got to make something happen here. Down by 4. Whew. The points in the paint dominated by the Mystics tonight. 58-28. Wow. And the rebound battle dominated by Washington. 41-29. George dropping that Fever email and says, let's go Fever. Let's go Fever. Indeed, man. Indeed. Ball's inbounded from the far sideline. Caitlin Clark will inbound this one to Misha Hines-Allen. 1:28 to go. Handoff back goes to Caitlin Clark. 102-98. Caitlin over to Kelsey Mitchell. And Kelsey Mitchell is going to draw a foul from Shakira Austin. Is that putting him in the penalty? We have a $2 donation from Scott H. Says need to improve the rebound game. Well, I knew that was going to be rough here tonight. It was going to be rough here tonight against Washington. They were number 2 coming into tonight with the second most rebounds in the league. And they had 2 of the top 5 leading rebounders in the WNBA with Shakira Austin and Kiki Irfan combining 24 rebounds a game. So Mitchell will go to the free throw line for 2 shots after that foul. First one's up, and she missed the free throw. She missed the free throw. Okay, one more free throw. Got to make one. She missed them both. Kelsey missed them both with 1:19 to go. But the rebound by Shakira Austin goes out of bounds. So luckily, it's going to remain Fever basketball. Here's Misha Highlands-Allen with an inbound to Caitlin. She misses the 3. Rebound Austin, 1:15 to go. It's Washington up by 4 with the ball. And Fever came away with no points on that last possession, despite multiple opportunities. And here is McMahon finding Citron up top. Citron, Kiki, and oh, wait. We got a turnover here from Washington with 1:01 to go. 1:01 to go. It's a turnover, Indiana basketball. All right, Fever, you're down by 4. Got to make something happen here. 102 to 98. Washington turns it over to Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell will bring up the ball into the front court. She's driving on the near sideline. And over to Hines-Allen. Now up top to Mo Billings. Handoff goes to Caitlin Clark. Cece against Austin. Bounce pass to Lexi Hall. Lexi's got 10 on the shot clock. 47 seconds on the game clock. Up and under a maneuver. She draws a shooting foul. And that will be 2 free throws coming up for Lexi Hall to try to cut the lead to 2. (102-98). Fever are down here. Every shot is clutch from here on out. Oh, yeah, every shot. This game is absolutely insane. 43 likes away from 1,000, says Rogier. 43 people away from 1,000 likes. Thank you all for being here and hanging out. Here's Lexi Hall at the line, shooting 2 shots. Got to make these 2. Free throw number 1 is up, and it is good for Lexi Hall. 99-102. One more will cut the lead to 2. Kelsey Mitchell missed the previous 2 free throws. Lexi makes the first one, and she'll miss the second one. The Fever missing 3 crucial free throws here. Oh, my goodness. That could have tied the game. 35 seconds remaining here in overtime. You got to make your free throws, folks. Here's Citron on the drive against Lexi. Over to Kiki. Kiki to Harmon. Harmon to Austin. And Austin will drive. And then offensive foul, Harmon. Harmon knocks over Lexi Hall away from the ball. That's another turnover for Washington. Indiana with 23 seconds left will have the ball. I think they're going to call a timeout here. But this is multiple opportunities for Indiana that they got to start capitalizing. Timeout. Timeout, Indiana. 23 seconds left. They're down 99-102. Oh, man. Yeah, Prosper fouled out. It's the 3-point game. 3-point game. Whew. 23 seconds left. Fever will come out of the timeout. They went 68% from the free throw line tonight. The Indiana Fever. They missed a total of 6 free throws. Washington, they missed 4 free throws all night. Imagine if we get double overtime. We could. Caitlin Clark, she could knock down another 3, or Kelsey knocks down another 3. We could get a double overtime. Who knows? They cut the game off, says Michael. They cut the game off. Where? What app are you watching? Did they cut the game off? I'm here on Ion watching on television. No way they cut off your feed, dude. That's awful. Thank you, Edward. Appreciate you, man. We're coming out of the timeout. Thank you so much, Victoria, for the subscribe. Thank you, Victoria. Sophie will check in for Mo Billings here. So it will be Mitchell, Sophie, Clark, Hines, Allen, Lexi Hull. And it's going to be Sophie with the inbound to Caitlin Clark. 22 seconds, no shot clock. Caitlin driving, kicks up top to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey the drive. Kelsey the quick two. She misses. Rebound, Kiki. Rebound, Kiki. She's fouled behind Allen with 14 seconds left. Oh, Kelsey misses the easy jumper. Kelsey Mitchell missed everything here in the fourth quarter. She missed the free throws, and she missed that little 8-foot shot right there. Little floater. It went in and out too. It was right there, and it just got robbed. In and out. 14 seconds left. Washington will inbound from the backcourt, up by 3. That was a foul to give right there by Indiana. Harmon's going to inbound here to Citron. Citron to Harmon. Fouled by Alexi Hull with 11 seconds left. And now Washington will be in the bonus and 2 free throws coming up. Free throw number 1, it's up. It's no good by Harmon. She missed it. If she misses this free throw, oh, man. Oh, man. Second free throw's up, and that is good. 103.99, Fever reset timeout. Reset timeout, Indiana. They're down by 4. Down by 4. Indiana, down by 4. Reset timeout, 11 seconds left. And it's going to be Sophie Cunningham to inbound here. A lot of the crowd appear to have left the game. Sophie's going to inbound here from the sideline. Sophie's going to inbound. Come on, hurry up. Let's go. Inbounds to Caitlin Clark. 10 seconds. Caitlin over to Lexi. Lexi Hall for 3. Lexi from downtown. Lexi from downtown. Timeout, Washington. 5 seconds left. Lexi comes through with a splash from downtown, assisted by Caitlin Clark. Timeout, Washington. Oh my goodness, Lexi. Oh my goodness. Imagine if they had made their free throws. All right, it's a reset timeout that Washington took. So it's going to be an inbound from the near sideline. And it's McMahon inbounding. 5 seconds, and an inbound to Sonia Citron, and she'll be fouled immediately by Lexi Hall. So free throws coming up for Sonia. No timeouts left for Indiana. 4.5 seconds remaining in overtime. Citron at the line shooting 2 shots. Even if she makes both, it's a 3-point game. It's still a 3-point game. Come on. Miss the free throws. Sonia missed the free throws. First free throws up. It worked. She missed it. She missed it. She missed it. Oh my goodness, she missed it. Billings checks in for Sophie. Worry checks in for Alex for rebounding purposes. Oh my God, she missed it. She missed the free throw. She's got one more for a 2-point game. Oh, she made it. 104-102. Ball's inbounded. Caitlin, Kelsey, 3, 2, 1 for the win. And it's no good. Kelsey Mitchell misses. 104-102. Washington wins in overtime. It's over. Washington wins it. Oh my goodness. Fever fall to 1-2. Mystics improved to 2-1. Kelsey Mitchell had a good look down the sideline. Missed the fadeaway shot. It was lined up. It just fell short. And that does it, folks. Fever start the season 1-2. The MVP of this ball game, I'm going to give it to I'm going to give to Sonia 30 points. She had like 16 points at the half. 30 points here tonight, six rebounds, 4 assists. She was the leading scorer for Washington. And then Kiki and Austin, they were brilliant tonight on the rebounds. I'll give the X Factor to Kiki Irfan with 25 and 13. Jodell, thank you so much for the subscribe. Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark had 32 points tonight on 10 for 28 shooting, 7 for 17 for downtown, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 turnovers, 2 steals. Kelsey Mitchell, she was 10 for 25 tonight with 24 points, 3 turnovers. But Kelsey Mitchell, love you. But that was rough, missing those free throws. She missed 2 free throws in overtime. She missed an 8-foot floater that went in and out. I mean, it went literally halfway in and out. She had the last look for the baseline shot. And I don't mind them going Kelsey Mitchell right there, even though she was missing, because she is the fastest one. There was only 4 seconds left. They had to get the ball up court quickly because there was no timeouts left. No reset timeouts, no timeouts. So getting the ball in the hands of one of the fastest people in the NBA. She had a good look. She just fell short. And, you know, those are the breaks sometimes, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me here tonight. It's 104-102. Sorry the Fever lost, but to the Mystics fans, GG's. You guys took care of business tonight. You guys wanted the paint big time. 58-28. 58-28. Washington dominated the paint. They dominated the rebounds 44-29 too in this game. So they just won the inside game with all that size they have with Kiki and with Shakira Austin, Sonia Citron being their leading scorer. Those 3 got it done a lot here tonight. And the Indiana Fever, between Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, for a lot of the game, they were missing so many shots. Caitlin Clark didn't really get going. She made 8 of her 10 field goals in the overtime, in fourth quarter and overtime. Caitlin Clark didn't score from the field in the second quarter or the third quarter. Kelsey Mitchell, she was cold a lot in that game too. So that was tough. Aaliyah Boston, she only played 21 minutes. She had 9 points and 4 rebounds. So Aaliyah Boston, she was not in that game to close it out. But yeah, man, Lexi Hall, definitely the best game so far of the season. She was rough in those first 2 games. Definitely looked like her old self tonight, man. She's still getting going, but Lexi Hall definitely looked a lot better. Sophie Cunningham, 7 points tonight with 2 assists and a rebound. And the Fever falls short. Their next game will be on Sunday as they take on the Seattle Storm here at home, and I'll be live for that game, and I hope you guys are there too. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and thank you for supporting the stream. For those that were here, supporting, commentating, hanging out with me, hitting that like button, thank you for 1,000 likes. All of you guys, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so very much. I'm going to leave now. I'm going to go join Rocha for the rest of that Minnesota game. Spurs and Timberwolves game number 6. Again, thank y'all so much. I love country. Thank you. Mods, thank you guys so much. There's the link to that stream if you guys want to come hang out with us for Spurs and Timberwolves. Dr. Manhattan, thank you. Danny, Steven Inks, Steeler Chick, Wendell, thank you. Jim Rogers, thank you so much as well. A $5 donation from Richard Smith. Richard, with the $5 stickers, let's keep it up. Richard, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Richard. That means a lot. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you down the road. We'll see you down the road. I'll be live for Seattle and Indiana here on Sunday. There will be playoff basketball going down that day, so I don't know if Rocha will be joining me. If not, then he'll be streaming NBA playoff basketball while I'm doing the Fever game, or it'll be the both of us. Either way, there will be a Fever stream on this channel on Sunday regardless. So thank you guys. Again, Richard Smith, that meant a lot. Thank you for the sticker. I still love the Fever, so Steven Ings. Oh, of course. Got to support your team through all the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. Got to support it. You know, it's still early this season. There's definitely still some kinks to be worked out. Indiana went cold a lot throughout the game. For that second and third period, it was really rough. And Washington's defense, credit to them. They played really good defense. I thought Indiana got away from what was working from that first quarter where Indiana was leading by 13 points. It looked like it was going to be a blowout, folks. In that first half of the first quarter, It looked like Indiana was going to blow away Washington. But then Caitlin Clark had a seat, and everything changed. The whole momentum shifted. Washington played more of their half court offense. The game slowed down, which favors Washington. Defensive team, big body team, rebounding team, and that's where they dominated for a majority of this game. But in the fourth quarter, hey, Caitlin Clark woke up. She knocked down a lot of her damage right there in that fourth quarter to even tie the game to set it to overtime. Kelsey Mitchell hit a three as well. Hines Allen made some plays to help force it to overtime. But then in overtime, they fell short 15-13 and lost by 2. And missing the free throws also was tough. In Indiana, they shot 68% from the free throw line. You got to make your free throws because when you lose a game by 2 and you look and you saw that you missed 6 free throws and shot sub 70% from the free throw line, you look at all those little things because all those things can matter in a tight game like this. You know? Thank you, Richard Smith, again, man, for your kind words. And I love country. You have a good night. We'll see you on Sunday. I'm going to head out too, folks, and go and join Rocha so I can cover the last remaining playoff game in the NBA for tonight. Again, if you are interested in that, there's the link to that Spurs and Timberwolves game, and I'll see you there. Thank you, everybody.